You never know with him. But, I hope he does beat Wilder, and I hope he does bring the belt back to the UK, because that's a big fight for me, and that's a fight that I'm interested in, a fight I want. And Deontay Wilder's a bitch. He don't want to fight. He's scared.
So, all right.
Like Shannon say, scared of me, y'all. Scared.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxboys.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold a record with pay-per-view.
My drop. I know my drop. I know my situation. I want to fight.
Nazi production.
But it's going to be very difficult for both of us.
Boxboys.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hopefully you've subscribed right here to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, and you're part of the family. You've received your notifications throughout the day, and you've been part of our various shows and all the uploaded content. Michael Gross, hard at work, bringing you hard-hitting telephone interviews, plenty of video footage from the Monaghan and Sullivan Barrera press conference, as well as other stuff from the UK on Derek Chisora versus Dillian Whyte. Interviews with Dillian, interviews with Derek, and good old Eddie Fast Car Hearns. So just remember to head on over to the YouTube channel and check out all the latest uploads. Today's show jam-packed. Joshua puts out a warning, issues a warning to Wilder, lets him know he better make up his mind, because guess what, Daddy? I got options, and their names are Dillian Whyte, Derek Chisora winner, Kubrat Pulev, and so many more. We'll discuss the details, options, all to come. We're going to be talking World Boxing Super Series as Josh Taylor takes on Ryan. Blah, blah, blah. What is his name? Ryan Blue Chip. I know it's Blue Chip. What's his real name? Ryan Martin.
Ron.
Ron? It's Ron Martin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But it's really Ryan Martin. Viktor Postal will be making a comeback on the undercard versus someone we never heard of. Miguel Berchelt taking on Miguel Roman and Miguel Marriaga. Say that 3 times fast. Miguel Berchelt, Miguel Rogan, Miguel Marriaga, all on ESPN Plus. So a lot of fighting going on. And then if that's not enough, you got Sullivan Barrera taking on Shawnee Monaghan. Shawnee Monaghan, you know him for losing to Marcus Brown. Barrera losing to Kovalev. They both meet on the undercard. A heavyweight. Barrera lost to Bivol, not Kovalev. Thank you, Ron. On the undercard, we got Cassius Chaney, a heavyweight prospect that Mike has been bringing you interviews on, and we've been talking about him here on the show. He's going to make his television/Facebook debut as he airs on Golden Boy's Facebook main event page. I don't know. Tongue twister for sure. But there's just a lot of stuff going around. I don't know if it's because Halloween is still in the air, but somehow we're supposed to be discussing Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman in the rematch. So I remember Keith telling me when I went to see him one Camp Life that he doesn't need tune-ups, and if he didn't need one, he would go straight into the Porter rematch. So is this rumor true? Pictures surfaced of him training. I don't know. We'll talk. Negotiations have started, according to Shawn Porter. We got a bunch of additional topics. Like I said, Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora. Rematch is set. 12/22. Duck, duck, goose. No Luis Ortiz. He remains on the Wilder Fury undercard. Joshua, like I told you, tells Wilder step up, or Chisora, Whyte get the options. Mikey Garcia giving up that IBF 135-pound title, allowing Commey to go into negotiations or purse bid with Chaniev, some shit like that. Chaniev. I actually looked them up early as hell this morning. I was up so early, and I never heard of him, never seen him. So I said what I always say. I watch him when I gotta watch him, and that's when Commey gets in the ring with him. But Garcia dropping the belt, hinting at the Errol Spence fight. All signs seem to point that way. Jacobs-Derevyanchenko numbers come in. 530,000, 553,000. Ooh. I wonder what Jacobs has to say about that. Just a bunch of other stuff, but if I keep going down the list, we'll never get to the co-host, so let's do that.
And the main thing we cannot forget is I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Dylan Whyte, Terence Chisora, Big Baby Miller, Joe Joyce, you can all have it, Dominic Brazil, whoever else is in America too. All of it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Another edition of the Boxing Voice. Hit that thumbs up if you're, just enjoying the stuff, and thumbs down, how it's been going lately. Joshua's telling Wilder, step up, or, the April date is going to slip you past, but, we all know how that's going at the moment as well. Porter Thurman, that kind of came out of left field. We didn't expect that. I think we all thought Thurman would get a tune-up. I've seen little things lately that maybe he'd be back in January, but they're talking, the first quarter or something of 2019 for the Shawn Porter rematch. So, yeah, that came a little out of left field. Yeah, obviously, Dillian White Chisora, and a bunch of other stuff. So let's throw it out to either Ron or Mike and see what's going on.
BoxingVoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, Mark Anthony Barrera. I've been through all the eras, and I still been telling you. You do too much talk. The thing is this.
People want their subjective preference to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing.
BoxingVoice.com.
What's going on, everyone? So obviously we got the big elephant in the room, Anthony Joshua's opinion on what's going to possibly go down in April. In addition to all the fun fights, undercards of the World Boxing Super Series, 130 division is getting a lot more exciting, and this is going to be a jam-packed action, hardcore fight back and forth. It's going to get a little ugly. And then this is going to mark the end of potential maybe Facebook, the end of HBO's, and other type of events. So very curious to see where these fighters are going to be at after they win their couple fights this year. But that's it. Pass the mic.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Two attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. Two to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, baby? We're back with another one. Joshua comes out in the media, lays down the gauntlet for Wilder. I mean, guys always come out and try to be tough and shit, but when the fight was like right there at your doorstep, you didn't want it, but now you want it. But who knows? I mean, it doesn't matter. But the biggest news of the day, in my opinion, was Keith Thurman and the Shawn Porter talks. If Keith Thurman comes out of a 2-year hiatus and he fights Shawn Porter first, all hats off to Keith Thurman. He's coming back off injury and he's fighting one of the champions. And the only other person that I know to do that is Floyd Mayweather. But hey, let's get into it.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
Bang, bang, Keith Thurman gang. I told y'all. I always tell y'all, but y'all forget about Keith. You talk about this Crawford guy, you talk about this Errol Spence guy, and all I ever say is, because there's only one Keith Thurman, one time, and he's proven it. If this rumor is true, I text the trainer. He definitely got the read receipts on his Apple iPhone, so I seen he read this shit. Has not responded, so I sent him a secondary text like, yo, is that a no? Or are you waiting for Keith's response? What's the dilly? Still ain't hear nothing. So real quick, to everybody out there.
So this is like just rumors then. Isn't that nothing confirmed, right?
Well, Shawn Porter says that they've been in talks. Yep. I'll see if I can try to pull up the official quotes. But
what's interesting while you do that is, quick little conversation for us is this going to be pay-per-view? Now we all know that I spoke to the Porters, right? And Ken was like, wait a minute, if they talking about Earl versus Mikey on pay-per-view, they better be calling me with Shawn versus Earl on pay-per-view. So now, no, this is not Earl. No, this is not Mikey, but will Keith or Ken and Shawn play that pay-per-view role now? Like, yo, this is a rematch. The fight won it. The fight fans won it. I turned around and got a WBC belt. You know, I beat Danny to raise the profile. I don't know. I'm not saying that it is. I'm giving the argument that, I don't know, the way things are going, you know, maybe the UK actually switched with USA, and we are the ones that are going to pay a bunch of fucking pay-per-views this time around. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we're already talking about possibly 3 in the first quarter as it is.
Yeah,
well, actually, no, 2, because December doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, that would be another one. I think that's a unification, right? He's still the WBA, isn't he?
Yeah, but same time, he's been out for like 2 years.
Well, so I got the official.
Go ahead.
So I got the official quotes from the Sky Sports interview, and they asked Shawn Porter some questions, and he responded, right now the mandatory is Keith Thurman, and I know the negotiations got underway about 3 weeks ago, and we should know really soon whether it's going to happen and where it's going to take place. He also mentioned he wants the fight. I know for a while he said he wanted a comeback fight, and now he's saying he wants to fight me and accept the mandatory challenge. The best thing I can do is wait for it, get ready for confirmation on that fight, and then get working and get ready for it. So that's Shawn Porter.
Yeah, my boy Keith must have been watching all the little YouTube videos like, oh, you motherfuckers sleeping on me, huh? I'm gonna come right back and take the scalp.
Speaking of sleeping on it, how come Sky Sports got this exclusive?
I'm trying to tell you what's going on.
I mean, you know why? Because, you know, you call Porter and they're gonna answer the phones. It's all about someone reaching out.
Okay.
I was just throwing out a little conspiracy theory, you know, Sky Sports.
Nah, let me tell you something, dude. If Porter was gonna do anything, they wouldn't be like the quote wouldn't be about a negotiation with Keith Thurman. Like if Porter was gonna go the DAZN route, which I really wish he would have at least done that, so we could have reported some shows. You know what I mean? At least some headlines on it, like, oh, Porter in talks, Porter receives offer, something. At least see your worth in the eyes of Eddie and DAZN, no?
Or at least see your worth in the eyes of ESPN. God.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he did, and they just kept it real private, right? Because, you know, Ken is probably that type. I mean,
yeah, Ken did tell us, didn't he, that he had.
Reach out to Ken. He's not on the line usually.
Well, real quick, back to your point, right quick. Do we think that this fight is pay-per-view? I, in my personal opinion, do not think this fight is pay-per-view. One is because I don't think Shawn Porter is the level star of a.
Oh, you don't think it's pay-per-view, but you ain't got no pitchforks.
Can I finish?
You ain't burning no bonfires for Earl Spence.
What you mean burning? I mean, I think Earl and Mikey makes sense to be a pay-per-view, even though I don't.
Oh, so a unification in the same division doesn't make sense.
Guy that's been out for 2 years, the fans probably fucking forgot about. No,
you can't even mention that he's been out for 2 years anymore. If he's coming straight back into a top 3 welterweight,
if he fight in March, he been out.
WBC champion, Mike.
If he fight,
hey, Mike, let me remind you that you're only digging your hole deeper because he's coming off for 2 years. Let me explain. He's coming off a 2-year layoff. So is Tyson Fury. So if you're saying that Wilder Fury is a good fight, how the fuck is Porter versus
Fury had 2 tune-ups, bro? Bam. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's address.
He's a legitimate current champion. Fury was out of the fucking ring for 2 years, plus gained weight, doing coke, going out, partying,
depression, mental health. Don't forget that.
Keith ain't got none of that. Keith was in bliss. He was married. All he was doing was fucking.
So hold on, real quick. So in that case, Keith should have been back then, right? Should have been back.
Shout out to Keith.
If you only had an injury,
trainer just hit me up. It's funny how things work. He said,
line, baby. But yeah, if only he had was an injury, he should have been back. Tyson Fury has been out 2 years for health, drug problems, and everything else, and he's coming back the right way.
Well, hold on. Let's
keep them.
I'm gonna school you. I'm gonna school you.
The fight Shawn Porter should not be a pay-per-view fight, in my opinion.
Look, regardless of your opinion if it should be pay-per-view or not, the whole history of these type of fights, these long layoffs never work great for them. I mean, you can say that, but you know, Mayweather came back at a pay-per-view with Marquez. That was the example you brought earlier. But Marquez was someone who was, I know, quoted pound for pound 1, 2, 3, but he was smaller and he moved up. This is a very dangerous fight.
Between Marquez and Shawn Porter.
Look, at the end of the day, there was a weight difference, and Mayweather even came in heavier. So there was and Marquez never competed at that weight class. Thurman is coming in a very, very tough situation. He's coming in a top champion, someone who fought very close. And you look in history, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to come back, you know, the first time, and that was like a 2-year layoff, and he didn't look that great. He went into retirement again, waited 3 years until Marvin Hagler was at the very end of his career after he didn't look good and had a very competitive fight, and later on didn't look good. Joe Louis tried to come back, didn't look good. Larry Holmes tried to come back, didn't look good.
I love the class, baby. I love the class.
Muhammad Ali came back, you know. I mean, all these
pay-per-view fight or not?
What the fact?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see it being a pay-per-view. I see it being.
Oh, he agrees. That's it.
That's my whole point. My whole point was it should not be.
If you're going to put Mikey, if you're going to put Errol Spence, 147 killer against.
I don't think that should be pay-per-view either. But they're probably going to do pay-per-view though.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
You guys are missing with Marquez and Mikey. Those guys have a big backing behind them. Shawn Porter and Keith don't have that.
So Tyson Fury is gonna have a big UK market in the US. I mean, they do pay-per-views in different countries that don't have the other country do pay-per-view.
I think over in BT that fight does a pay-per-view numbers. Yes.
Well, here's the thing. Rob, how many pay-per-views has Canelo had in the UK?
One, I think. I think the rematch, Triple G rematch, was on pay-per-view. The others were all.
And we all know he's a humongous star, and regardless at the point of the following, the fight itself would generate. Like you can see that if you look at overall numbers worldwide, that's what some fighters look at.
Yeah,
doesn't mean the fight itself is going to be domestically pay-per-view.
In 2 years, people have forgotten about. I'm not saying me personally, but the casual boxing fan has forgot about Thurman. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 with y'all. So
Sugar Ray Leonard coming back, Muhammad Ali.
How are you comparing Shawn? I mean,
Mike,
those guys.
But your rhetoric about them forgetting, it's kind of like irrelevant because we're announcing him possibly coming back. So then you turn into spoil fan. You're like, oh, but he's out 2 years. I mean, so it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Fury was out 2 years, takes 2 tune-ups, and we got mad at the level of opposition. Thurman is out, and he wants to come back to unify, and Mike is mad somehow.
Yeah, we had rumors of whoa. We had rumors.
But it's probably going to
Lopez. Is my fucking mic on or what? I don't even know.
Go ahead, man.
We had rumors of Josecito Lopez, and that would have been shit on. Thurman's coming back. Josecito Lopez, brilliant. Who's going to fucking care about that? Now he's, like Nez said, coming back to unify the division. And you got a problem with that, and you're happy to pay for Errol Spence. Happy to watch Errol Spence beat up a fucking lightweight.
Bro, you know my position on Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia.
But that's pay-per-view. So the logical thing is, if that's pay-per-view, this is more likely possibly going to be pay-per-view. Even though I said that I don't like either one to be pay-per-view, you asked me, do I want this pay-per-view? No. But the difference is, do you think this could be a potential pay-per-view? Of course.
What
I can see
it. 2 things that you have in Mikey and fucking Errol Spence. That right now, Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter don't have fucking star power.
They don't have history. They don't have a storyline, a competitive back and forth fight. They don't have all these highlights to build up. But then you want to build up this Mikey Garcia jumping up in weight, you know, who probably has less primetime viewership underneath Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter. They've been on TV primetime.
You can't talk snapping about any of them.
Listen, it was just a simple yes or no question. I didn't expect it to go this long. Like,
no,
we don't even know. Yeah. All this is still rumor. Let's get into this weekend's fights. That was just a news and notes. We're bouncing around. We're going to go to Josh Taylor versus Ryan Martin, World Boxing Super Series, live on DAZN. It's part of the 140-pound tournament. Ryan is the number 8 seed. and Josh is the number 2. Both of these fights are lopsided. Both of these fights are meant to be showcased. Nonito Donaire is going back down to bantamweight, a weight he hasn't been in I think like 8 years or some shit. How low is he getting down? Can anyone give me the exact weight? Is it 115, 118? What?
118.
All right. So, he's going to die. Not literally, but, he's going to be a shell of himself. The highlight footage that DAZN went to record in the gym highlighted Nonito bent over the rope, tired, his trainer in caption saying, "You look sluggish," an interview of Nonito saying he hasn't been at that weight in over 8 years. So, yeah. And the cherry on top is Nonito also said, "I know I'm here because I'm a name and I'll look good on this guy's resume." So, yeah, showcase for sure. The footage of Ryan Martin was all about how he's not a killer and Abel wants him to be a killer, but he doesn't know how to find the killer instinct. And this is him talking. Like the B-sides in these fights are finished. Mentally, they're coming into this fight defeated. That being said, Josh Taylor looks like a little machine, and so does Burnett. Never heard anything about Burnett. Obviously, through the Matchroom grapevine and Robbie Hearn, I've heard the name mentioned. Never really. This is the first I get to put a face to the name.
Do you not remember him and Josh Kelly with Adam Booth? They were doing it was like the synchronized pad work. I think it was an open workout. Burnett and Kelly. No,
never seen it, but I did watch the DAZN build up, pretty much like a 24/7 all access type of video they got on the app, and I got to see Burnett's story. So I like that he's a overachiever, right? Or an overachiever, because I believe he was told that he can't box because of some sort of injury that he had, and he found a way anyway. He defied the odds and proved the doctors wrong. Eventually got his license, got to box. And then through, a hookup of Andy Lee, he got connected with Adam Booth, and the rest is history. I'm interested. Booth speaks of him highly, speaks of his speed. I got to see, obviously, whatever DAZN done on the coverage, and the pad work looks good. But I've also been on the behind the scenes of this. So I know when, Sky, Showtime, HBO come, it's not like Danny Jacobs has been working out. No, they come and they're like, all right, we need some footage of you hitting the bag. So that footage is right now, fresh, so it doesn't mean because he looked good on this highlight that he is good, but hey, from what I've seen, he looks good. The story I can get behind. Like I said, he had some sort of, I want to say brain issue, right? Anybody want to help me out? Did anyone see the zone content?
Not me. I haven't got the zone. But yeah, I believe.
Rob, did you try using one of our login, or would you be geo-blocked anyway?
Probably, yeah.
Geo-blocked.
Yeah.
It's like Box Nation over here. Like, we can't get that.
It might be on the DAZN. Some of it might be on the DAZN YouTube. I'll
and if not, you need to get with this guy, right? Isn't Ron, quote unquote, the millennial, right? He used that term one time here on the show specifically about this topic in terms of links and fights, right? So he should be able to hook you up with one of those IP hider things.
Them proxies, yeah.
Yeah, and then you log in normally.
We could talk about it privately instead of across YouTube if you want.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Dude.
But we support boxing.
But yeah, Burnett is.
Yeah, we support it so much. We're trying to make sure our co-host gets to see it.
Yeah,
right.
he can't get it regardless. So
I'm going to be able to see it anyway. For UK listeners, obviously we still haven't got a TV deal, but this is free on World Boxing Super Series YouTube channel and their own page. Look how tables are turned. Last year the Americans were scrambling for links and TV deals, and we had it all, but this time it's the other way around. We've been not getting any TV deals, but yeah, we can watch this on their YouTube channel. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty good weekend, I think, up in Scotland. It's a good card, big card for Scotland up there. Obviously Josh Taylor is going to be the main event on there, and Ryan Burnett is on the sort of the co-main with the other World Boxing Super Series sort of tournament fight. I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
Yo, the perspective between an American fan and a UK fan is so different. Like, I came on telling you how bad the opponents are, how lopsided this is, how it's a showcase, and he's like, big card. Yo, Scotland ain't seen nothing like this in a while. I'm excited. It's like, whoa, we're like on the side of the street.
Tell us your extensive knowledge of the history of Scottish boxing and what cards they've had. Exactly.
I'm not making it a territorial thing. I'm making it more about fanship. Like fans love.
Got your ass. You don't know shit about Scottish boxing, dog.
You know about that Scottish boxing life, nah?
Scottish
boxing. We need that shirt. Where is the shirt maker?
He's taking shots tonight. He ain't playing. He ain't fucking around tonight, goddamn.
I'm just saying, this is obviously the tournament starts for Josh Taylor in his hometown, and that he's got great support. That he always fills out that what is it, the hydro? I forget the name of the arena. Maybe it's the SEC arena or something, but he always got mad support. Yeah, I'm looking forward. Like a showcase, we're going to see Josh Taylor smash up an American. It's going to be great.
Again, credit to my point. Excited about a one-way fight. But I guess we got to be excited because it's Scottish boxing, and we don't get it.
Jared Hurd's fighting Wellborn.
No, we're not excited about that. But I didn't know Josh Taylor was hurt, coming off of shoulder injury. What is it? Torn rotator cuff? Does he have that? When did that happen, Rob?
That was in
after the Postal fight.
After the Postal fight, he hurt his shoulder.
I think a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You found out. Yeah.
All right.
I'm making.
UK fans go as far as lying for their fighters. Now we know what all this stuff.
Oh yeah, really? Fuck.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think Nonito Donaire has seen his better days.
Yeah.
And seeing the fact that he's coming down in weight after the Carl Frampton fight. He's moving on like 8 pounds.
That doesn't matter, Ron. I mean, it's Scottish boxing. Like, they haven't had.
No, but you can hold on. You can have excitement in an area that hasn't had big fights. And I think that's really what it is. It's like the fact that
I get it. So it's a UK way of thinking, because that's why Eddie is putting all those fighters in Kansas, right? So we got to get excited because they don't get boxing in a long time, right? Like, that logic is retarded.
Oh my god, you just don't get it. You could get about 700,000 fucking Scotlands inside New Jersey, probably. Fuck me. I mean, just it's big for the air, they're big for the place. I'm not saying Matchroom coming to Kansas, the fucking world's going to stop spinning and the fucking sun's going to go around the wrong way.
I'm just saying, because they're bringing boxing to a place that normally doesn't have it, doesn't make the card any better. Using words and phrase like, I'm excited for this card.
Yeah, because I want to see Josh Taylor smash that fucking American to pieces. That's all.
I mean, look, let's be honest. When we see prospects come up
in a one-sided fight that you knew from the door, so that you can cheer, like, put them in a real fight.
Yeah, so we can just hurry up and get to the Regis Prograis fight, and we can watch him smash him up as well.
I couldn't be proud. I would rather have him in a fight so that I can be proud.
Look, I think the whole thing is like, he's excited to see the prospect, the up and coming contender, the future possible champion. Like, I get excited when I see Joey Spencer go out fight Shakur Stevenson. I mean, a lot of these prospects that are coming up.
Ron, you go by IQ, so you cannot say Ryan Martin and then say Joey Spencer, who's undefeated and has been televised since being 0-0. Right? And then Shakur Stevens, who has 9 fights and is already a contender and has been seen by over 800,000.
But I think this is what it is. I think he's excited for Ryan Burnett, period. Regardless if it's Nonito Donaire, anyone like that. I think it's just, he's excited because Ryan Burnett is the guy. Like, I'm coming to see Ryan Burnett. I'm coming out to see
I love
Taylor
down these sheep.
Sorry, it's not Wilder fighting there.
No, you're right. You're right. It isn't Wilder fight, and that's what you UK guy do. As soon as you're losing an argument, fuck it, let's throw Wilder in there so we can make.
You don't get excited unless it seems you're not bothered by boxing. It seems until it's fucking Wilder fighting.
No, I just tell the truth.
Other boxing fans are happy to see fighters fighting.
That's not true.
Oh, isn't it?
Listen, I watched Jesse Vargas Delorme, but I reported that it was not a great fight. Like, I'm gonna watch Josh Taylor versus Ryan Martin, but I'm gonna say it's lopsided.
Yeah, but you weren't excited for Jesse Vargas Delorme. No one was like excited for it. I'm just saying, if you've got certain fighters you like to watch, they're fighting this weekend. I'm excited to watch.
Well, let's just be honest. Like the World Boxing Super Series, the first round is always kind of like a showcase fight. I don't think there's been a single first round upset in the World Boxing Super Series. So regardless if it's Regis fighting Terry Flanagan, Ryan Martin, they pick their seed. I mean, they're picked as a seed and they pick their opponent. So regardless if it's strategic or it's supposed to be some marketing thing, the whole point, let's see if he can actually demolish him. That's the thing. We're going to see if he looks bad against Nonito Donaire or he can't get him out.
Listen. First of all, in the logic behind the picking, right? The number one picked a champion, a former champion in Terry Flanagan. The number two picked the last seed, bro.
And?
The UK guy with all the skills and all the balls picked the last dude. Okay? The number one seed in Regis, he went for the toughest dude first, right? He can't pick Josh Taylor. He's not allowed to pick him. So who's next on the list? You tell me. Since I'm always narrative nest. You tell me in the tournament right now without wins and losses, right? Just as soon as they were all matched up, what number were they in? So like it is what it is. And then we got sheep in the chat saying it's a tournament. And they got the nerve to call me a dick. It's a tournament, you fucking dick. You can't help your opposition.
Well, the next question is who gets the first pick?
Hold on a minute. Let me personally call James Parker stupid because you do pick your opposition. Fuck face. That's what I'm fucking saying. Your hero picked the worst fighter. No disrespect to Ryan Martin, but he chose number 8.
So you can either say that that's a pussy move, or you can say that's just smart. I'm in the next round. Bring it on.
Yeah, smart. I'm in the next round.
Well, here, look at it. This is what I was trying to say. Well, Regis got the first opportunity, so he couldn't. If he picked Terry Flanagan, the next person couldn't pick him. Now, at that point, like I said, it's either smart because it's fight-wise and marketable. Like, who else would be more marketable than Nonito Donaire? Opposed to having
talking about Ryan Burnett. We're not even talking about Ryan. I'm talking about Josh Taylor. He's the number 2 in the 140 and chose the number 8. But whatever. We'll go to Ryan Burnett, which I'm excited for. Like I said, after watching his little, DAZN All Access.
Yeah, he's fighting up an old, washed-up fucking Donaire going back to 118.
I made that fucking clear, but I'm going to make it more clear.
But did Taylor
Donaire hasn't fought in this weight in over 8 years, and this has been a fat camp. He's with another new trainer, and he's been not looking good. Even
hold on,
Ness,
real quick, just so you know, Flanagan was not the highest seed though on the picking option.
The highest seed was Regis, then Taylor.
Right, but who was the lowest seed in the World Boxing Super Series pick?
Ryan.
No, I thought people were saying it was Flanagan.
How the fuck is a former world champion with 5 defenses the lowest seed? You guys are
because he moved up in weights and then he lost.
So
this is a different weight class.
Send me a link. Send me a link. I want to see that.
Martin's moving up as well, right?
That's not.
Yeah.
There's no way that Flanagan was the AC because I heard it on the show today. On the DAZN thing, they said it, that fucking Ryan Martin's the 8th seed. That's how I know Josh is number 2 and how I know Regis is number 1. They said it.
You know he must have heard it soon, not that long ago to be able to fucking say it on the show.
I mean, we'll just pull it up.
It was literally like during the hour that I'm waiting for the show to start. I was watching.
Don't you remember the gala when they done the draw, and that the foreign woman trying to speak English? She was like, "Will you defend your belt?" She was fucking crazy. That was the most hilarious gala, tournament picking process ever. She was great. She needs her own show. But Nez, you just said you're excited to watch Ryan Burnett, and that was my reason. I'm not bothered about that it's Donaire or anything.
I am though. I mean, because
you said he's fucking old ass. He's going down a division, hasn't fought in 8 years. He can't even stand up in the ring because he's fucking blowing out his ass. And this is
exactly why when your guys lose, you guys literally shed tears. See, I am excited to see Ryan Burnett. But I know that now they're putting a shell of Nonito in front of him. So will I get to see the real Ryan Burnett? How would I know? Is Nonito going to be dehydrated? Is he going to be weight drained? Is he going to be sluggish because he hasn't fought at that weight in 8 years? Like, how do I really gauge Burnett?
Do it matter though? Nobody told Donaire to
it matters to me. I don't care about the tournament, bro. It matters to me as a fight fan wanting to assess Burnett and put him with the rest of the division.
Next round.
Evidently. It's okay. I'll be the dickhead. I'm the best dickhead y'all ever seen.
If not like what y'all hearing right now,
nobody likes Charlemagne the guy, and they damn sure don't like fucking Howard Stern.
Go ahead and
smash it. Button. Carlton Palmer. Fuck face. You're here. Typing that I'm a dickhead, so I'm doing something right.
The shit is you.
Fuck God.
We do need to get some of these guys who type in all the time to call in. Like I've seen the same guys type, but never call.
They'll never call.
Real quick, man, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show. And head over to theboxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors and go to our affiliate sponsor page. And you can click on either Showtime, Amazon Prime, Audible. I mean, we got Blue Apron, anything you want. Only thing I do is click on it, use that as your tour guide, and that's how we get a little kickback. So if you want to help us out, do it like that. Thank you so much.
Go ahead. I was gonna say to wrap up the card, Viktor Postal is also on there. I think he's like fighting like a tune-up. He's gonna be
wanting to mention that.
Well, the reason why Viktor Postal's there is in case one of these fighters can't compete, this would be an alternative fighter to enter the tournament.
This is another Chris Eubank. This is another Chris Eubank, like a dude that lost just because he has a name gets a slot. It's bullshit.
They're running a business, bro. What the fuck you expect?
Fight fans.
Optimistic fucking Mike. Glass half empty, glass half full Mike. They running I swear to God, I don't get it. Do you guys get some of this? Do you get some of this as a marketing major? Are they bumping you some percentage or something? Why the fuck do you care about this?
I got into boxing. This is how it's always been. Okay.
Who's talking to the mic, first of all?
I am talking to the mic. I'm fucking yelling to the motherfucking mic.
You ain't talking in that motherfucker.
How about now? Is that better?
Now we hear your little soft talking ass.
Oh, soft talking ass. All right. But anyway, it is a business, bro. You bring somebody like Viktor Postal in because he is a name, like you said. And if one fighter pulls out, then Postal can have a rematch with Taylor, which was kind of a close fight.
Don't deserve.
Okay, maybe you don't.
And that's my point, bro. As a big name, you're getting a spot on a tournament that you don't deserve.
How does he deserve it? He got his name for a reason.
Lost to Regis before the tournament even started.
My nigga, he didn't lose to Regis. First of all, he lost to fucking Josh Taylor.
Same shit.
No, it's not. One's black, one's white.
I guess the big thing is to have an alternative who probably hasn't been beaten by one of the guys in there, and the fact that he has a name, he's able to get an opportunity.
You're gonna tell me that we can't find one other decent name at one?
Name one right now.
Anthony Yiggett could have been a better opponent.
He just got his eye fucked up.
Okay, but he could be there as an alternative.
For what?
This guy gonna be so you're saying you'd rather see Viktor Postal than
6 months run. His eyes fucked up.
He just got beat in the World Boxing Super.
I'm not Yigit. Why am I saying Yigit? Sergey Lipinets.
Now,
I'm thinking of Sergey
Yeah,
Lipinets.
shout out to my guy.
Sergey Lipinets.
Tough fighter, man. Very tough
That's
fighter.
what I meant to say. Sergey Lipinets, the guy who
got
tried to
beat
get into
too.
tournament.
He lost to Mikey, but won his last fight. You're right.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what? That would have been better. He tried to get in the tournament. So you don't think Sergey Lipinets would have been better than Viktor Postal?
But isn't he moving?
The guy who lost to Mikey Garcia. The guy who lost to Mikey Garcia would have been better.
Probably so. Yeah, probably. But does Victor? I mean, does what's his name? Lipinets?
That's what I'm saying. That's what
I'm saying. The reason why they probably got Postal is probably they can do a fight in his home country, which probably will draw out more attention from the crowd. So again, it's a business move.
Sergey Lipinets
It's a business move.
Sergey was petitioning to get into this weight class.
Marketing Mike. I don't want to watch fights. I just want to sell tickets. I don't want to watch fights. I want to market pay-per-views. I don't want to watch fights. I'd rather share promos. Fucking
from the guy. I don't watch fights, but I shit on everybody that I don't know.
Weirdos, bro.
That guy. Okay, that's cool. From you, I take that as a fucking big ass compliment. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And so everyone knows, Sergey is a welterweight due to the fact that he couldn't get in this tournament. That's why he moved to welterweight, not because he's not.
Who's the bigger name, Viktor Postal or fucking Sergey Lipinets?
I mean, you got a guy who just fought Mikey. I mean, I don't see any big significance either one. You got a guy who just lost to a guy in the tournament.
These guys are funny as hell. So, yo, fucking Viktor Postal only got on TV when he fought the fights that you know. In between, he just waited out, bro. Check his resume. Like, at least Sergey was actively fighting on PBC cards. Like, let's not forget that. But there's other people in that division, you know? Antonio Roscoe, right?
You don't put up the goddamn what's calling now. Okay. Off top of your head, though. But it's cool.
Yo, Tommy Coley, yo, he like pulling down pants. He should have got in the tournament and get pulled down himself.
The guy who just beat Horror Davis was Jack. What was his name? Rob Jack Catterall.
Crazy Mario Barrios. Why he ain't getting it? I mean, it's a little thick that tournament. I get it. There is some names. I'm looking at 140. There is some names, but
but one name matters. Shit.
Now I see why they stuck. No, I see why they stuck with Sinchan. What's his name? What was his name? Post. Damn, why Salcido ain't getting this shit? He a fucking man.
For the
yeah.
Salcido and Hooker stood out. And
you know what it was? You know what it was? Terry Flanagan was supposedly supposed to win this belt and carry in the World Boxing Super Series, but he lost.
So Hooker was never supposed to like get in it if he won.
No one really was picking Hooker, because Ness was saying Terry Flanagan's the undefeated champion, moving up, going for two.
Nobody. Ness told me that shit. Ness said that the reason why he wasn't picking Flanagan because he ain't fought nobody.
It's the truth. His only somebody is Diego Magdaleno.
So shit.
There's no one to fight in that division now because they're all in the tournament. So you got to fight what you can.
But very quick, apparently this time around, the World Boxing Super Series isn't throwing out that first series. Apparently it was mega money.
1.5.
Oh, hold up though. Flanagan beat Petrov. I respect Petrov. Shit out of Petrov. I like him. Always did. That's a good win. And for anybody that cares, he also beat Orlando Cruz. Like, only reason I even know Orlando Cruz because he was that first gay fighter to come out. So I doubt if he wasn't gay coming out boxing, I would even remember or mention it because I don't think good. So Flanagan.
If you don't know him from his dummy fighting style, then you don't really know him.
Yeah, Flanagan beating him never moved the needle for me. But anyway, keeping it moving down the line.
Hold on. Rob had something to say. It was 1.5 per fight. Now what is it?
I don't think numbers have come out, but there's strong rumors and whatever that the money isn't as big as the first time from the first tournament. So
for the purses?
Yeah, so I think
I don't know.
And when you've got
Regis earlier, he was in a pretty good mood. He said he's getting rich. He's on his way. That's what he said. Check out the interview in probably about an hour or two. It will be on the channel. Go ahead, Rob.
No, I'm just saying it's not as big as the first series. So whether it's marginally different or there's a bit of a a bigger step, and maybe weight classes make a difference to what the purses were. So I don't know, but I think that obviously then translates down to the undercards and things like that. So Viktor Postal or Lipinets, whoever, I don't know who's going to cost more money to put on your card. I don't know, but I'm just saying maybe the money isn't quite there like before.
Viktor Postal's a huge favorite at a minus 3,500. So
who he fighting?
Oh, goodness.
Real quick, we got a super chat from Ohio Run Boxing. Keith versus Porter 2. Why you do that? Why you didn't do Thurman versus Porter? But anyway, Keith versus Porter 2 with Robert versus Commey 2. Okay. Easter versus Commey 2. Sorry.
Oh fuck, man. Oh yeah. The name, right, of Viktor Postal's opponent. I think
was good.
So that's what's his name?
Sound like you have balls in your throat. No offense.
Was good.
Get that cat hair out your throat. What are you even saying? I was gonna say
fucking name how I think it is. That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say that name's so hard to pronounce. Jeffrey's gonna need Jeffrey.
Let me see what it's fucking.
The surname is Ozgul, so that's Ozgul, and the first name is Siar. So
Ozgul, sir.
Sire Ozgul.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Yo, whatever happened to names like Robert?
I know, man.
Damn, they be getting creative. Anyway,
how many?
A top rank card though.
Nestor is a king.
So, yeah, King Robert. I'm sure there's plenty of King Roberts in history, but I think
King
more Roberts than Nestors.
Robert Baratheon or some shit from Game of Thrones.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm so mad at this guy.
Though. I mean, if we talking names, I mean, just saying.
I would have no reason to have HBO if I was in the States because I don't watch.
I don't think anyone has HBO, but we do have HBO over here.
I don't even know what you just said.
That's what we're trying to tell you, that we don't know what you said when you said HBO. But listen,
I know what you guys probably do have over there is ESPN, and ESPN Plus has a nice card this weekend with Miguel Berchelt versus Miguel Roman.
I don't know if I would say nice card.
It's not a super nice card. It's just Mickey Roman.
Isn't it an amazing card in America? Isn't it?
I gotta be consistent, Rob. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that Berchelt, but shout out to Berchelt, who is I don't know how he signed with Top Rank, but that's hilarious. He's no longer.
Met him in Vegas.
I don't think he's with Top Rank. I think he's with Zanford Promotions, but Zanford is allowing the broadcast to fight or something.
I don't know, man. I watched an interview today with Pheno Boxing.
Oh, word.
Yeah, and it was from September 15th. They were at Las Vegas in the Canelo fight. And, he said that he's happy to be with Top Rank, that his last fight was on Top Rank, and now this fight's going to be on Top Rank. I watched actually 2 of her interviews with both of them. She had the most current interviews with both men. But I know Miguel Roman, and his notable win to me is Orlando Salido.
Yeah,
a few years ago, and after that he went back to Mexico and kind of milked that win. I don't expect him to win this. He's short, small, not as strong. So I always thought that Berchelt was like a Marquez type, not as sophisticated as Marquez, but a Mexican that can crack and box. He doesn't have to go in there and brawl like Francisco Vargas, who he took apart.
And honestly, I think he's one of those people in the division that people are not talking about, but they're not talking about him for a reason, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy is not somebody that you just sign up to fight. And
man, he would make sexy fights. Just to bring things into perspective for our casual listeners out there, Miguel Berchelt fights in the same division and could unify potentially with Alberto Machado, the Super WBA, or somehow go for the bigger name fight in Gervonta and call it a unification with his regular WBA. or go for another unification, which will never happen on DAZN with Tevin Farmer, but Berchelt being with ESPN now, I see that difficult. But yeah, it's a pretty nice division. It's just it's scattered, man. It's scattered. Champions are scattered, and even some of these contenders are scattered.
I mean, if he can't get any of those fights, my other options for the WBO, because it was Ito, he was the Japanese fighter that fought Christopher Diaz for the belt. And so if he is going to work with Top Rank, that would be the WBO, which would be notorious for the Top Rank belt. So there could be something unified over there if he doesn't get the fancy names.
Absolutely.
So since you used the words good card, what was it, Michael Gross? Tell us who's on the undercard, because that's
Miguel
how
Marriaga.
Marriaga versus who?
I have no idea.
Damn, at least Top Rank's bringing Marriaga back. Is this the first time back since the Lomachenko loss?
Correct.
Damn.
Or no, actually, no. He had an extra fight after that. He fought one time after this year in May, and then so this would be his second fight after the Vasyl Lomachenko loss.
But this is 130, right? Or is he going back down, Marriaga?
This is 130, I believe.
This is at featherweight.
Damn. Rob, what's your action on these main events out there? Because I got Marriaga as a minus 3,000, so there's no play there.
Let me see.
Oh, hold on. Miguel Berchelt has the WBC belt, not WBO.
We never said that.
Yeah, I was saying he could unify with the WBO champion Ito, who had his fight on Top Rank against Christopher Diaz. That's the more logical fight to be made if he can't get the fancy names.
Damn, Danny.
Yo, my betting app straight disrespects fighters, bro. Like, they don't got Josh Tell. They don't got the telefight. They don't got the fucking.
Bro, y'all laws over there, like in New Jersey, is fucking weird. Like you can only like use certain sites. Like in Indianapolis, nigga, I can use any site that I want to.
What odds did you
want? I keep saying use Bovada. Won't you give me the money that's in my FanDuel? Fuck you, man. I look rich. I'm gonna just stop using one site. You know how long they ain't gonna let you just take out your money either, because they give you that little free money. They match you. You know what I'm saying?
Which fight did you want odds on? Marriaga fight.
Nah, hell no. Tell her Ryan.
Oh, we've gone back to that card.
I just want to see the odds.
Ryan Martin over here just to win the fight is a plus 600.
Okay, 6-1.
Mm-hmm. And Josh Taylor is I don't know how you say it in American, but
minus. Yeah,
but it's like 10-1 on. So what's that?
1,000-1.
Yeah, minus 1,000. Yeah,
10-1. Oh, I don't know. Is that 10-1 though? That UK shit.
We have to bet £10 just to win £1.
Yeah, you 10-1 then. Yeah, you gotta bet 1,000 to win 100.
Sheesh. Yeah, so there's a okay. Well, that makes sense because they got Viktor Postal on my app as like a minus 3,000.
Let me see. It's probably similar.
All right. Well, there's no money to make on that fight. What about on the Berchelt fight?
Berchelt.
Somehow Miguel Roman even money? I doubt it. He's so short and he's got over 60-something fights. Like his
Roman for me is a plus 650.
Yeah, you see, no, he's too sharp one, bro. I'm expecting him to get stopped. What's the money on stoppage then?
I was just going to say that's the only odds I've got for this fight is just the outright winner or a draw.
Then he said do a parlay.
Probably got to wait. Yeah, that's for the experienced bettors doing parlays and shit like that.
I mean, what app uses boxing parlays?
Nah, I don't know about app, but I know 5 Dime does parlays.
Yeah,
5 Dime does boxing parlays.
And I'm pretty sure FanDuel does parlays. I just haven't figured it out, but I've seen like group betting and all that stuff. I just got to, get better at it, but I'm not big into that,
William Hill and
William Hill has shit bets in New Jersey though. I got that app. I didn't put any funds in it because they don't have any bets really. Like they're very limited. And
I like 5 dimes.
it doesn't even break down detailed enough on William Hill is whack. Yeah, 5 dimes is the best, but they don't got an app. And it's a foreign website. Let's be real. Like at the end of the day, somebody bang them up, they're gonna dip out on you. I watched that movie with who was it? Timberlake on it. Remember?
Are you talking about
with Ben Affleck? It was Ben Affleck, right? The gambling movie where he was offshore, off country. What you mean? It was either Timberlake, whatever. We talking movies you should be talking about.
What's wrong with that, man? I'm a movie baby now, bro. Don't get me started on fucking movies now.
Don't they pay you out on fucking Bitcoin and fucking gold doubloons and shit?
Nah, you could get paid out on different things. You could choose Bitcoin. I don't want none of that shit. I want cash. Give me no. I gave you cash, and they give me cash back. Don't be trying to give me no Bitcoin. I never even got into the whole Bitcoin. Oh, buy a Bitcoin. No, sir. I'm good.
I did.
But I'm sure you did. I know you did. And you actually made money, and so did Enrique. So
yeah, I made a little, you know what I'm saying? I made a little cash, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was big out here. I had people advising me to put a little money in there.
Yeah. Then I started figuring out about like all the other coins that I didn't even fucking know about. Like shit.
Yeah, there was just too many, man. It came out with too many. But Shawnee Monaghan and poor Sullivan Barrera, I'm kind of sad in that these guys are on Facebook.
Oh.
Facebook, bro. Like, I'm shocked that Eddie didn't say, hey, let me give you guys, 50,000 each. Because what could they be getting paid on Facebook? Where could they have produced the
friend requests? They're getting paid in friend requests.
Wow. Wow, Rob, you're being real mean, Rob.
Well, I heard, well, I don't know. This is more for the B side, but Ryan Garcia's opponent, he didn't really want to take the fight, I heard, until he was like, oh, that's the check? Yeah, I'm going to go fight Ryan Garcia.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe the check's good. I mean,
wait a minute. First of all, you're talking about Ryan Garcia, which is Golden Boy, which is Oscar. Now, this fight is main events. Sullivan is with main events.
Yeah, Shawn, but they used the same platform. When it was announced, they were like in conjunction. So
same platform run, but different leverage.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. I don't know what they get paid.
But listen, DAZN is a platform, and Golden Boy.
That's
and
fair.
Golden Boy and Eddie use it, and they got different motherfucking butts.
That's true. I don't know what they're getting paid. So in that sense, they probably are on the platform and for sure not getting money.
I'm sure. I'm sure a main events did their due diligence and checked out where they could get the most money at. I'm sure DAZN was right there. Are you guys got like?
No, I don't know, because there's been rumors of a new NBC. Like the smaller NBC.
That's true.
So there's been rumors of main events going back to them because they originally started that. What
fucked me up with that shit was that they said that their shows would be all in the low 6 figures. Like, come on, that's
exactly why I'm questioning what these poor gentlemen got paid and why Eddie didn't come to the rescue here. And for those thinking that these guys, Ron tried to put that narrative out there that they probably got good money because Ryan Garcia's opponent got good money.
I take that back. You're right.
Look at the thumbnail closely. That's actually the fight poster. That poster looks sad. All right, go find it on their Instagram. It's sad that I don't know. Like, yo, for real though, hire a better graphic designer. Like, look around at the competition for God's sakes. Like,
I could do better than that.
There's only a few other promoters. So everyone's Instagram is there. Everyone's fight posters are out there. Like, don't be that company. Like, you're that company right now that doesn't even look like a promoter. Like, your fights are not on the level of all the other promoters. Your promos are not reaching. I mean, the views on the press conference was like 200, bro. I mean,
that's like 102 more than the other zone.
Look, main event's been struggling because their biggest star just took a knockout. And the Atlantic City had a great turnout. But that was for Sergey.
Ron, man, they've been trying to do it by themselves for too long, and they've been a small, all-female company. They pride themselves on that, but they don't have the inventory, and they don't have the dates.
I can't believe you're like Eddie Hearn should have done this. Eddie Hearn should have done that. What the fuck?
I mean, maybe he'll do something for the winner.
Doesn't he need fighters? And listen, I look at DAZN as YouTube.
Aren't they there for a reason?
I look at DAZN like YouTube. You know what I mean? They're getting content creators. Who's the content creator? Eddie Hearn. Who's the content creator? Oscar De La Hoya and Golden.
Yeah, so why isn't Oscar doing it?
So my thing is, why not throw main events a bone? Throw them a bone. Sit them down the way that they sat Oscar down and say, listen, we can give you some TV time, but you got to play fair with the rest of the promoters. There's not going to be any of that bullshit.
Maybe
at the end of the day, listen to me. Close your eyes. Stop saying DAZN. And isn't it HBO? Eddie was already on HBO. Big Baby was already on HBO. Joshua was already on HBO. Daniel Jacobs was already on HBO.
Same price point too.
Demetrius Andrade was already on HBO. Canelo was already on HBO. Like, somebody fucking, check me when I'm wrong. It's HBO. So give main events what they had on HBO.
HBO without Peter Nelson.
That's all it is. HBO without Peter Nelson, and they got a direct line to Eddie Hearn, who's kind of alleged.
Nah, fuck that. Nah,
this is true. Tevin Farmer was on HBO too.
Tevin was on HBO. Lou DiBella had an into HBO, and he had Tevin on HBO. So
HBO got better production though, and they got better commentators.
Okay, I get that. I'm not. He doesn't. Not even gonna explain.
The fighters on HBO obviously are going. Look, if Triple G goes to DAZN, that's HBO. Like DAZN.
Where else is he going, man? Shakur Stevens was telling Mike today. Where else is he going? If he don't go to HBO, you know what it is. He gonna go to fucking ESPN to fight Ryota Maroda and Rob Brandt?
Hey, man, shout out to you.
Rob Brandt needs to not go back to ESPN. He's already made it clear, like, I don't think Toyota Corolla wants a rematch. Rob Brandt needs to hurry up and sign a fucking DAZN contract.
Hey, man, we got to stop.
That's where the middleweights are.
Because Sullivan Barrera fought on HBO don't mean DAZN feel obliged. They got to pick his bum ass up, does it? You know what I mean? Why the fuck have they got to? Why have they got to do that?
Hey, what?
Robbie.
Why has if DAZN is the new HBO?
Go ahead and do it, Robbie. I know you got a fucking cape on right there. You about to tear it open in a big ass.
Rob is so easy. Rob is so easy to make look bad.
DAZN, you bitches.
So easy to make look bad. I'm gonna just let you talk because I know you're still gonna make yourself look.
No, I'm gonna make myself look bad. I'm gonna sit here and let you talk. Get over it, fucking crybaby. I said, why is DAZN got to feel obliged to pick up Sullivan Barrera's bum ass just because he was on HBO before?
Because B-sides are needed. You can't have all A-sides.
Wait a minute. See, there you go. You casual 3.0.
No, fuck that. Throw me a bone shit, bro.
Last I checked, Arthur Betterbeef has a deal with DAZN and needs opponents. Last I checked, Sullivan Barrera is a 175-pounder, and so is fucking his opponent in Shawnee Monaghan. But no, Rob, it's okay. He could just keep fighting nobodies.
But man, sometimes the big guy gotta drop first. So they're still out here, I think, shopping around that Alvarez and Kovalev fight, or do they have a home?
It's on ESPN.
That's the main reason. Hold on, that's the main reason why they probably didn't sign with DAZN yet, because they still have their main fighter, which is Kovalev, fighting on ESPN. Now, if Kovalev wins, it could be even better for him to stay on ESPN. Then ESPN might say, "Okay, go ahead and bring you."
But how long is Kovalev going to stay in the game? He's already old. He's already lost 100.
That's their biggest commodity, though.
Times, man, get out of here.
That's their biggest commodity, though. So you
gotta, my ass. You know what they're doing? They're cashing in on that rematch.
Exactly. You got to use him up, and hopefully one of your.
But that's not going to be a long term thing, though.
One of your prospects shows up.
Get it through your head. They are using him up. He ain't making it out of this fight.
Okay, so listen to what I'm saying. One of your prospects has to show up and show out and make ESPN want to invest in you, or the zone want to invest in you. You can't just come to the table and say, "Hey, we're main events and we got no." You guys are not who you were yesterday. Kovalev is not the same guy he was. So therefore, the leverage
that's why they only sold.
Therefore, the leverage you had with HBO, you don't have with the zone. So the money probably didn't add up.
Look, even when Sergey loses, they're gonna want Sergey. Like the whole point is, you're always gonna need B sides, no matter what. Like you can't have all A sides, and especially when they don't want to fight each other yet. So, and you don't want to have all C's and D's. So if you're the company that has all B fighters, you gamble, well, not even gamble, you put all them in big A fights, and then hope some of them become A sides. Like that's what the whole platform kind of was. You got a whole bunch of B sides that later turned to champions.
I think Kovalev gets knocked out again. He's no longer a A or a B fighter, right?
Bruh, listen, they're saying that we've become the boxing business channel, and that's because you rather argue.
I'm arguing a logical point that you guys don't see. You guys are so fucking emotionally invested in like fight. You can't see the other side of the spectrum.
What's the other side?
That boxing is always and always will be a fucking business first.
Oh, this fucking guy.
That's why the people. That's why the people who can sell themselves better always do better in the sport.
That's everything though. Like, but if we talk about like NFL all day, we want to talk about the business of NFL all day. Like,
I mean,
it's business is everything.
NFL is more of a machine.
Listen, man, let's get out to the callers. Are we missing any topics? So wait, we got to make picks. I'm going with Taylor.
Me too.
Burnett.
Me too.
Postal.
Me too.
Berchelt. Nah, let them go on all A sides, man. All A sides, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at that shit too.
This is no sleepy weekend. This is all A side weekend.
Yeah, I can't find nobody that I really want to root for. But real quick, Dennis Douglas and Cassius Chaney are on the Facebook undercard. I got a couple interviews with them today, so check those guys out and keep.
Hopefully, we get to see them.
Yeah.
You know,
we got the. No, that's pretty much it, I think.
All right. Well, out to the callers.
Khabib.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Oh, hold on. Did we address the Jacobs and Derevyanchenko numbers? The lowest in HBO history or something like that?
100,000.
Lowest in HBO history.
100,000.
I wouldn't say the lowest HBO history, is it? Of all time?
Superfly 3 was lower than this, right?
That's what I was about to say. Superfly 3 was lower than that.
Oh,
but
yeah,
to be fair, real quick, to be fair, the Boston World Series was on. So you got to take it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I read that. There was 13 million.
You say that.
That's baseball.
Go ahead, Ness.
That bitch ran for like 25 innings.
That's not the fourth. That's not the fourth game. That was the fourth game that was on. That was Jacobs was fine. The third game was on. So other than that, you can't compete against Super Bowl, World Series.
Let me ask you, if Canelo was fighting, we did fight.
You would never fight on World Series, Major League Baseball.
That's hypothetical.
What would never happen? There's no hypothetical when it never would happen.
Play the game, man. Come on, man.
Who the fuck fights on Super Bowl? World Series finals.
In the hood, it might no telling when you might fight. You might fight on goddamn Easter.
Tell me one time there was a fight, like a big major fight that competed with that.
I don't know, bro. I'm just playing a game with you, man. You've been all fucking serious.
But it's stupid. Who's going to schedule? Who's going to schedule a fight?
I'm with Ron. I'm in a world that lives in reality, Ron. He wants
reality.
Yeah,
like we can do hypertheory, all that stuff. But let's be real. No one's doing that.
Sucks.
Say what now?
I said Mike's game sucks.
Hell yeah.
My game sucks.
Right, you're dragging this shit out.
Troy in Baltimore.
Not bad, bro. Damn, you guys are all pushy tonight.
The sponsors, Nez.
Yeah. What up, Troy?
Hey, I talked about a lot. I just want to talk about one thing and move on. White fighting Chisora. How you pronounce that brother's name? So I don't mess it up.
Chisora.
Chisora. Whatever his name is. I really didn't want to see that rematch, but if he has a guarantee to fight Joshua, if he beats brother here, then it makes sense for him to fight him instead of fighting Ortiz, which he did not have a guarantee to fight Wilder if he beat him. What I mean by guarantee is a signed guarantee.
Oh, he
always come back to Wilder.
Oh, he got one. So he got one from Eddie, huh? He got a signed one that you seen all of a sudden. You're the only one.
Is he not signed? Okay, listen to me very carefully. Is he or is he not signed with Eddie Hearn?
Yes, he is.
Yes
So was
or no?
Louis. So was
Okay,
Louis
so-
Ortiz when he was the mandatory to Joshua. That doesn't mean you get a fight. Don't go with that narrative, Troy.
And
Troy, is that you? Troy, is that you?
mandatory, let me finish.
Troy.
Where? Yes. Mandatory, listen to me. Mandatory, step aside money so Wilder and Joshua could happen. Nobody ducked him. I keep hearing that narrative, but nobody can name names of people that signed contracts and then said, I'm not going to fight him. So I wish they would stop that nonsense. No one
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's just that his people don't have the clout to make any fights happen, or else he would have fights, right? Stop it.
Troy,
I mean, honestly, stop it.
Troy, man, bro, I thought you was cool, bro. I thought you was my guy, man.
Of course I'm cool. I'm speaking logically. I'm speaking very logically. Now, White is in his 30s. Listen to me real quick before you say what you're gonna say. White is in his 30s. He has a career that's trending upwards. This cat here, he's in his 40s.
Oh shit! A sidestep is still up
He's in
to
his
Troy.
40s. No. It's not a sidestep. It's not a sidestep when you have a guarantee to fight the unified heavyweight champion. He has no guarantee with Wilder. None.
Yo,
Wilder simply
where's the
said,
guarantee
okay,
you speak
fight
of,
him.
you liar?
Even if he beat Ortiz, he still got a guarantee to fight Joshua.
So where's the interview? Where's
Eddie
the link?
Hearn came out and said, Eddie Hearn already came out and said if he beats Chisora, he's fighting Joshua in the April date that was meant for Wilder because Wilder don't want nothing to do with Joshua. Now,
so wait a minute. So
never
wait a
gave
minute.
him
So
anything.
Troy, are you saying now that
Yes, sir.
Eddie Hearn has moved the December 1st deadline to November 1st?
I'm not talking about November. I'm talking about April.
I know, but didn't
I'm
he
talking
give
about the date of
Wilder?
the fight,
Didn't
man.
he give Wilder until December to make up his mind? Are you saying that
We are
now
talking
on November
White. We are not
1st?
talking Wilder.
Now
I
are
don't-
you saying
I
on
don't know what
November
he gave your
1st?
boyfriend. I really don't.
Man, why we gotta get all personal, man?
They get so personal.
I mean, damn.
It's
he bringing up people contracts and what Eddie said, man. Y'all hang on to Eddie word like he don't never lie or something like that. Like shit, he a person, right?
It can all be, straight back at you,
Listen what Luke Green in the chat said. Luke Green said, Ness, Hearn said that in an interview, if Wilder doesn't fight Joshua next, White gets the fight. I heard that. But that clearly states if Wilder doesn't fight him next. They have to have failed negotiations. In Troy's world, he's the only one that's saying that White has an alleged signed contract to fight Joshua. He's a fucking liar.
The same guy who said that Brazil had a fucking contract to fight Wilder. That's what's happening next.
All he does is lie. He needs to first. He's never apologized for that, and he says he's not going to apologize. He also lied and said that the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight would not happen. He still hasn't apologized for that. Like he just.
Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something?
Exactly. He's smoking something. Something he's smoking. I'm telling you. Anthony Edwards, Cincinnati. Talk to me.
Was good. Damn, this shot's fired in the air all over. God, what's wrong with y'all today, man? And Troy, I figured out just who the fuck Troy is. Troy a sleeper cell. Eddie Hearn been platinum for years. He really British.
He a sleeper cell.
Can you not attack my boy Troy?
Shit don't make no sense.
Troy, mission accomplished. Bail out.
But damn, that's crazy. I ain't never met somebody who was so serious about AJ that wasn't from the UK. But anyway, so my man Keith Thurman said he gonna come back straight away.
That's what he say. He said he was supposed to come back last year or some shit too, right? Or this year earlier, some shit in March. But I mean, we'll see.
If that's his move, regardless of when it is,
I respect
all fighters need to take notes because that motherfucker got balls. Like it ain't really nobody that's willing to do that. I mean, it might be a couple motherfuckers, but ain't nobody about to come back 2 years later and fight one of the baddest motherfuckers in their way. So shout out.
Only
to
one hating on that is Mike, because he's
hating.
dead.
I said it shouldn't be. Hey, real quick. Do you think that it should be a pay-per-view?
I was on the fence about it, but I don't. It could be, but I don't think it should be. It's
my whole point. That's it, right there. Thank you.
Just because you saw it already.
Pay for another one.
Thank you.
Pay for another one.
Should Jose Benavidez Crawford be pay-per-view?
Who said it was? Let me. Was it on free TV?
One a month.
That should be on.
He over there salty. Look at him. He ain't got no coming for that. Look at him. He's salty as a motherfucker. Hey, look here, y'all.
Actually,
look. Hold on, real quick.
I'm just happy about these Troy comments. They said Troy's the wooden horse conspiracy.
Real quick, man. Ness gave me 3 shirts, right? Ness gave me 3 shirts before I left. 2 of them fresh as hell. One of them is a Keith Thurman shirt. I'm thinking about giving that shirt away to somebody, a one lucky caller. So if you guys come in, have a good call, and you want a Keith Thurman one-time shirt, you can have size large, extra large, one of them, something like that.
There's only one 147 shirt that Mike wants.
Let's get it.
Wrong soundbite. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, too late. It sucks now. Wrong soundbite.
You got to get the ladybug wings and everything on.
Ladybug, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Today, right now, Wilder done moved up, man. He won. Bud, I'm sorry, man. I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry.
Ant, man, thanks for calling in, B. We going out to our boomeranger. Call him. Get us flagged. I mean, get us flagged. I mean.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. He's deleted.
Yeah. What you mean get you flagged?
Yo, nah, man. We'll tell you all, man. It's just an inside joke.
All right. Yeah,
nothing
man,
against you. Nothing against you.
Never...
It's YouTube content ID. The intros being after all these years, the intros being a little pain in the ass.
Oh man, they did it like that.
Yeah,
That's why you guys got to go get you one of them down south underground bars. You know what I'm saying? That they don't know about.
DiBiase beats, B.
You get some Chameleon there, that'll fucking never get flagged.
You get right about that, Rob.
y'all got Chameleon fucked up. He bought his paper now. You play if you want to.
Yeah, he might flag because he's gonna need the money for that.
That's fucked up, Ryan. Really?
I'm just, no, he's good. He's out in San Francisco.
Better than everyone.
He makes money. He makes money, but not on music no more.
Thank you.
I mean, that's everybody.
But this beat is special though. This beat was blessed upon me from one of my UK brethren, and I don't listen. This is how real it is. I'm gonna go, and this is part of my 3 minutes. I'm a G. I got boomerang. Yo, I'm a G because this is the problem. This is the thing. I listen to so much UK hip hop, and like again, being a Jamaican, you got different family that always travel back and forth to the UK. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for this cat in the UK to make this intro for me, Like that shit is like some real, like that shit is a blessing. I have so much gratitude and appreciation for this brother, man. And so for it to even be an issue as far as the show, it's bittersweet, man. But we're gonna rock out today.
That's right. That was Roos, actually.
To...
Roos made that. He'll probably just make a new one now that he's hearing this on the show. He still listens every single day. He be texting me. Yeah, Roos made that for you.
Yo, Roos is a G, yo. I always shout out to that guy, man. That guy's a fucking G. Wagwan, brethren. So, hey, man, I'm picking all that. Yeah, Mike, Mike, my nigga, yo. Mike, I don't know when it happened, yo, but something happened, yo. Mike, my nigga. I fuck with Mike so heavy on this show, man.
Real recognize real, man. And fake niggas ain't in me. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, man, they never do. So I'm a go for Marriaga. I don't really know who else is fighting. I'm gonna go for Marriaga on the undercard of that Berchelt. I don't really know how to say the name fight. But that, I'm excited about that just a little bit because Berchelt, isn't that the cat that lost to Canelo? Now he's on the way back. Not to Canelo. I'm sorry. I'm tweaking. Shout out to Lemon OG. He lost to Lomachenko, right?
Yeah,
Marriaga.
Yeah,
Berchelt only has one loss. He lost to Flores, but yeah, Marriaga is the one that lost to Lomachenko.
Okay, so that's the cat. I want to see he's supposed to bounce back or something. I don't know, but again, ESPN Plus, bang for your buck. It ain't like a super dope, exciting fight. I am going to cave in and get the zone. I did mention that, and I'm actually in the mix right now. Shout out to Purple Punch again, and I'm a boomer back in, but definitely, man, keep it moving. I'm gonna listen in, listen closely. Shout out to everybody else. I'm gonna step off though. I'm out.
We got our super chat from Jack Kilsby. Wilder has told Shelly Finkel to lay low. He put him in a safe house in Alabama, so Hearn can't find him. Laughing emoji, 3 sheep. Bah.
The sheep is you.
Yo, did you read his other one where he called me Wilder's side chick?
Oh no, I ain't see that one. Read it.
Ness is Wilder's side chick.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Let's get out to Michael in the UK.
Michael.
Hello.
Yeah.
Miggity Mike, what's going on, homie?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, Mike, Nez, everybody, Rob? Yeah, like I've got a couple of things to talk about. Let's go talk about some of the stuff that's happening. Number one, Joshua's options. He's got loads of options. He's the number one guy. He can pick anyone out of a hat, and 90,000 people will go and see it. Even Zhao Zhang Yang from China. I don't know who he is, but I'm sure people will go and see him. So I don't think
you know who he is. You know who he is because you know exactly what's to come.
Yeah, but anyways, he's got loads of options. Shawn Porter versus Keith Thurman too. I'm surprised if that happens next because Keith Thurman hasn't had any warm-up fights. Has he had any warm-up fights yet? That will be the first fight since coming back from injury. So I'm be very surprised if he takes that fight straight off the bat.
He's the king of the division. He don't need no damn warm-up fights.
Yeah, but well, yeah. I don't know. It's 50-50. I mean, Shawn Porter is on the form of his life right now.
Rumor is he wants Brooke. Dangerous.
Yeah.
Rumor is he wants Brooke as his comeback fight.
I'll like that fight. Easy work. But anyways, but the main thing I want to talk about is obviously Dillian Whyte versus Chisora. Now, I know people are not happy about this fight, and people want him to fight Ortiz. So let's talk about Ortiz. Who is he fighting? Who is Ortiz fighting next? Like, let's compare it.
Michael
versus
Michael,
Ortiz versus whoever he's fighting. Let's compare
Michael,
that.
don't do that. Don't do that, because you know Luis Ortiz is fighting Kaufman because Dillian, I don't want to fight you. Whyte didn't send the contract.
Oh, so because he didn't send the contract, that means that Ortiz like, oh no, that's give me an excuse to fight bums now. Okay, that gives him the pass to fight a bum twice.
It's obviously giving motherfucking Dillian Whyte a pass to fight a bum.
Yeah, but at least it's for millions of pounds.
Oh, here we go.
Unlike Ortiz.
Here we go. Here we go again. The accountants of the game. The UK always turn into fucking financial advisors as soon as you start talking about fighting.
Well, it is prize fighting, isn't it?
It is prize fighting, isn't it?
It's prize fighting.
It is prize fighting,
isn't it? It's prize fighting.
It is.
Wally.
We're gonna fight for pounds. We're gonna fight for pounds in front of fucking people who don't give a fuck and don't know shit about boxing.
I don't understand that prize fighting narrative.
You motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing if you rather watch Derek Chisora versus Dillian Duck White.
If that's the case, then let's all just be like the whole narrative, like Wilder and Anthony Joshua. The simple fact is, now you got it's prize fighting, but Deontay Wilder, don't get your money. Don't get your money. Take the smaller deal. It's obviously we want to see the best fight, but we also want to see the fighters get taken care of. So
I don't understand why we got to be those type of fans though.
Because it works when it fits the narrative.
Okay, so when doesn't it fit my narratives? Please tell me.
I'm just saying that's it. We talk about money and it's a fucking slave contract or this, that, and the other, and I don't care about any money. I'm not worried about who's making money. I just want to see the fight. So whichever way it suits it doesn't matter, does it?
No, Rob. No.
Yes,
no, because my favorite fighter accepted the slave contract. So what are you talking about? So money it's not a narrative.
So when's the fight?
Where's the fight?
When is it?
Didn't Eddie White? That's because he talks for every fucking body. But did Eddie Hearn push the November 22nd date back, bro, and gave it to Povetkin instead? That's why the flat fee was taken off the table. But we're not going back into that fucking rabbit hole. Whatever. We got callers. Let's see. We went from Michael. Javier is a mastermind. What's up? You had something, Rob?
No, it's just what was it? Derek Zora and fucking Anthony, Dillian, whatever you said.
Dillian Duck White.
Yeah, now I'm going to do a Kaz joke and say, Travis Korf bum, Lewis Ritz bum.
That's okay because Travis Korf bum, you're probably right on par. He got a fucking a no contest or a draw with Chris Arreola, who's overweight. Like, this is what I'm saying. You call me biased, but I keep it fucking real. Unlike you guys, it's like, no, Lewis Riston, he's God's gift to earth. Lewis Riston looks like shit.
No.
Like shit. It's like, no, Lewis Riston, bro. All right, bro. Yeah. No. Sure, Rob. Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. Javier, mastermind, Javier, bring the fucking pain.
He ain't got no pain.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Hey, y'all niggas crazy. I don't know why y'all so angry today. Y'all need to get a little happy.
Wiley in the background laughing.
I'm just saying, Dillian White, Chisora, nobody gives a fuck about that. And it's
hold on, Javier. Hold on. Wally, please mute yourself. Damn, man. Why y'all gotta be told every fucking show to mute yourself on Skype?
He's been laughing through all the calls.
No, he did it through Michael's call. I just wasn't sure who the fuck it was. Now I found it. I'm about to eject your ass, bro.
I knew it was. That laugh makes me laugh.
Hell, bro. I'm gonna start this clock over, Javier. Jesus.
Yeah, I was saying, Chisora, who is he fought? Like, he beat Takum. He had a knockdown drag out with Takum, with Takam, whatever the fuck you call him. Taki. Shit, like, how the fuck? I mean, Dillian White should have fought Luis Ortiz, and he's scared to fight him. So Luis had to fight Kaufman because Dillian White ain't want to fight him. So shit, who else he gonna fight? So he said, fuck it, I'll fight Kaufman. Shit, at least he got a decent record. I mean, like, don't nobody want to see that Chisora Dillian White shit because it's just gonna make Dillian White look even worse. If Dillian White have another knockdown drag out with Chisora, it's gonna make it look even worse when he fight Joshua because it's like, I mean, you should the top tier fighters go right through. That will go right through Chisora right now. I mean, that's
Tyson Fury outboxed the shit out of Chisora twice. Easily. And then fucking AJ Spawn partner did it easily.
And this ain't even no like bias towards the UK or anything. I'm just saying shit. If Chisora fought Joshua and did that sit on the rope shit, I'm gonna take your punches. He going to sleep. He do it against Deontay. He going to sleep. Shit, he do it against Ortiz. He going to sleep. I'm just saying, like, Chisora is a bum, to be honest, compared to the top tier heavyweights. He ain't going like that brawling shit ain't gonna get it against the top tier heavyweights. And Dillian Whyte, he got a shoddy ass gas tank. We already seen that. So I mean, he could get knocked
Chisora
out.
has 8 losses, by the way, 2 by knockout. Just FYI, because every time I mention Gabe Rosado, people are like, oh, fucking Gabe Rosado. Meanwhile, Chisora got 8 losses, 2 by knockout.
Shit, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, if Dillian Whyte want these big fights, bro, take out the people who are at the top near you. Like, shit, fight Brazil, fight Luis Ortiz. If you want to make a claim for that position, I understand he beat Joseph Parker, but Joseph Parker was just coming off a loss. And we was bored as fuck by Joseph Parker in the fight before that. So people was off that shit already. And he still damn near lost to Joseph Parker because Parker damn near slept his ass in that last round. Another minute and he probably done. I mean, like, Dillian Whyte making himself look bad, taking the like he's gonna go. I feel like he's gonna go in against Chisora, and he probably gonna get knocked down once against Chisora, and that shit gonna go either the whole time, or he might knock Chisora out in the later rounds, or Chisora might knock his ass out in the later rounds, knowing Dillian Whyte in his gas tank because his gas tank is trash. Like, I'm just saying, Dillian Whyte complains, but then if he go out and he don't get the fight against Joshua or Deontay, because he looked trash, he gonna complain again. It's his fault.
Nah, man, listen, he more than likely definitely getting that that Anthony Joshua fight. Because I honestly don't think, all jokes aside, I don't think Deontay taking that fight in April. Like, I mean, we don't know that. I guess we don't know till December, right? It all depends. If Deontay doesn't do well, he might be looking to negotiate, right? I think if he does well, he's not even looking to negotiate. He's looking to play, big dick. But
Derek Chisora is number 9 in the WBC, so it's just another top 10.
Or the crazy thing happens: Tyson Fury wins. You never know.
Bam, bam, bam. That's what I listen to the betting show.
Tyson Fury on the betting show.
Yeah, you fucking.
It's an even fight. Like, Wilder is a 1.
Don't worry about it. Just get back to the fact that by
Bro,
the
what's the odds on that draw,
the show, you were arguing with Bruce that Fury's going to win by decision.
What's the odds on the draw?
Fury has a case to win by this, but that's that's what I'm saying. I'm unbiased. I can see that.
Yeah.
The bias are the UK people that say, no, Fury's 2 years fat and he hasn't fought anybody. He's not ready. Meanwhile, he's probably one of the most skilled heavyweights out there.
You know what's interesting about boxing? You can tell by the first minute if shit is really going to be lopsided or this shit's way more competitive than I thought.
I don't know about that first minute because with Fury's, waist, head.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna see
is gonna take some time to settle in. But I wanted to address Javier as far as the Dillian Whyte and Derek Chisora fight and the game plan, because you kept mentioning if he doesn't look good, if he gets dropped, this, that, and the third. Well, we interviewed the brother Dean, and he made it clear that the blueprint was out on Chisora with Tyson Fury wins and the sparring partner of AJ, and they're going to look to box. So let's see, could Dillian Whyte stick to a game plan? They surely want him to not make it a rough and tough fight. So let's see if he can do that.
When you got the AJ carrot dangling in front of you, you might box safe.
I wonder could Pulev slip in there and take that date from Dillian Whyte before. Let's go to
let me on the betting show earlier. What was the odds for a draw? Because Cassius Chaney,
3,700.
Cassius Chaney was on with me, and he was like he could possibly his most logical outcome, he said, was a draw. So
the most logical outcome is a draw
for him, he could see that.
Wasn't he invited to both camps?
Absolutely. He said he's weighing both decisions, and after the fight on Saturday, he's gonna make his decision. But he wants his coach.
You need to tell him that he's gonna get more exposure in the Wilder camp because Fury got the doors closed. Look at Rob laughing. Look at Rob always thinking
what do with exposure. What's it got to do with exposure? And funny, he's got an invitation for both camps, and he's picking a draw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I did tell him that we'll probably be at the next of sparring partners. So if he's down at Wilder camp, then we'll probably most likely see him.
I'm just saying it's the truth. The exposure's done wonders for Michael Polite Coffey. This guy has more fights than Coffey, and less people know him. It's just the bottom line. But whatever. Rob will forever be known as a hater. We're going to Gary in Texas.
I just didn't think it's about exposure. I thought it was about getting in camp, getting experience, and being.
Yeah, you want to get the experience, but you also want to get the exposure. It does things for you, does it not?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
Gary.
So what's going on, Ness?
How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm feeling okay. Keith Thurman's in the news, so you know I want to talk to you about that.
Ooh, this gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. Do you think that this fight with Shawn Porter is actually gonna happen?
I don't know, man. These rumors are today. This is today rumors. So it's like, we're just bringing you what's out there. As it develops, we'll follow it. Do I want it to happen? Yeah, it'll show some balls. It'll shut a lot of you motherfuckers up that have a misconception about who's number one in the division.
Well, who's number one in the division? You saying Spencer or Crawford? Who are you saying is number one in the division?
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
Okay, we're talking about active fighters, Nash. Sugar Ray Leonard's the best welterweight. We're talking about active fighters, Nash. Who's the best active welterweight in the world? We're talking about guys that haven't fought in 2 years.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
He want that camp life.
I've been really trying.
One time he's back. He back.
Is he back?
That's what I'm saying, Gary. Is he back?
Oh, yeah!
He told you. He told you.
He can't handle the truth.
Hell no, he can't. Y'all mad. Y'all mad that he's back. You Earl Spence fans and you Crawford fans is scared. You motherfuckers is scared.
No, that was actually a soundbite.
Hey, let my man talk, man. You just do sound bites for 2.5 minutes.
Man, shut that soft ass shit up, man.
It's a mixture. It's a mixture here. Everybody got a soundboard, so don't say I'm doing a soundbite.
OMG. That was definitely from the Crawford fan over there. So you already know this division's very interesting.
Yo, y'all did 3 minutes of soundbite. Let's start it all over now.
All right, Gary, what's going on, baby?
Sorry.
I can't decide what I want to see more. Do I want to see Errol Spence beat the snot out of Keith Thurman, or do I want to see?
Have you been smoking something?
I don't know which one. How about you, Mike? What would you rather see? Would you rather see Terence Crawford school him, or would you rather see Errol Spence beat the crap out of him?
I mean, Michael, coming from my logical standpoint, like I always do, Errol Spence says he wants to clear up his side of the street first, so I would love to see Errol Spence, who I think nobody else beats Errol Spence in the division besides Terence Crawford. I mean, that abundantly clear. Nobody beats Spence besides Crawford. Spence would probably do a number on Thurman, especially being out 2 years.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to see Spence? Do you think we'll see Spence beat the crap out of Thurman? Which is cool. But I kind of want to see Terence Crawford outclass him too. I can't decide which one I'd rather see happen.
I mean, that's too easy. I mean, that's too easy for Crawford, though. I mean, I don't want to get on this show and you know what I'm saying? You're in tears, you know what I'm saying? Because Crawford and Thurman couldn't touch him. You know what I'm saying?
This is stupid.
Spence will get him out quick.
Oh yeah. See, look, Spence will probably knock him out or like get him out real fast, but Crawford gonna beat him up.
Outclasses him for 9 rounds and then stops him in the 10th.
Yo, shouldn't you guys just call each other for this bromance?
Hey man, we talking, bro. Y'all over there playing soundbite like y'all fucking DJ motherfucking Flash or some shit. We trying to have a
We emotional. Why you emotional?
Mike is
remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Good call, Gary. Good call.
Would you rather see Spence? Yes, would you rather see Spence beat the hell out of Thurman, or would you rather see Crawford outclass him? Which one would you rather see?
I would rather see Keith one time Thurman back in the ring.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
I thought he was supposed to be back in March.
Yeah, but
why the fuck you lying?
Then he's supposed to be back in April against Jesse Vargas, and he got that fight.
Yo, and now the rumor is no tune-up, going straight for the fucking throat. Give me my belt.
OMG. I am so excited.
Could it be a cash out fight? Now that makes sense for it to be a pay-per-view if you cash out.
All right, get out of here, 6-minute Gary.
He had about 10 seconds.
Really? 5 minutes, 50 seconds straight soundbite.
Oh dear.
He's deleted.
You guys are fucking disrespecting Keith one time, baby. It's gonna go down though. Wale, talk to me.
Let's go, Wale.
Yo, boy, sorry, man. Sorry, I thought I was I thought I had the thing on mute, man.
No, you was fucking cracking up all the time, man.
I know, because Nesta's chatting bare shit. Fucking whatever. When I swear to God, Nesta's all calm and chill, yeah. And then Deontay phones me up, hey man, we're coming to Alabama, baby. And then Nesta switches up for the next 6 weeks until the fight's over, bro. It's madness.
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
It's all right, B. It's all right. You go get them camp lives in it. It's all right, man. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool. Otherwise, you won't be in there if you don't be on the show, obviously bigging him up and all that. How are the ticket sales doing anyway for the biggest heavyweight clash ever?
Let's go! Shots fired! Shots fired!
How the ticket sales doing, B? But anyway, yo, check this.
Yeah, I didn't even realize.
I'm not a financial advisor like most of you UK residents. I'm worrying about fights. I'm worrying about how the fight going. You worrying about pockets, dollar signs, sales. AJ sells a 1,000 tickets. Oh, AJ sells 90. You don't want to talk about AJ fighting. You don't want to talk about Tyson fighting. You don't want to talk about Wilder knocking niggas out. Oh, how many bums he's putting in seats? How many bums?
Okay, let me speak.
I want to talk about bums in seats.
Okay, let me speak narrativeness. Listen, UK boxing is taking over. AJ's the man. Get down or lay down.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he really? Last night
you ain't from Philly.
Eddie was supposed to
lay down.
Eddie was supposed to raise the profile of Daniel Jacobs.
You go check every.
Eddie was supposed to raise the profile of Daniel Jacobs. Last I checked, he did a half a million.
After anyway, yeah, I phoned in before. And I said, Keith Thurman, let's switch it up as well now. I said, Keith Thurman, you've got to have the same energy towards this guy as people have towards Tyson. That man did not lose one time in the ring at all. And the difference is between him and fucking Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury
shut that soft ass shit up, man.
Tyson Fury bored the shit out of fucking Klitschko.
Exactly.
And just like the other 3 people that beat Klitschko. But this guy, fucking one-time Thurman, some of the most exciting fights, I swear to God. Sometimes I go and replay some of his fights, especially with the Garcia fight.
And they not versus little guys. They not versus guys coming up from divisions or nothing like that.
Man, yeah, get off his tips, man.
They're versus real welterweights.
Mike, if you
Mike,
bro, I've got enough respect for for my
Bro, I sit here and say if Keith Thurman fights Shawn Porter next, I got nothing but mad respect for him. But he ain't fought in 2 years.
Crazy. That's a setup, man. The man's not even allowed to have one tune-up. What the fuck?
It's not my decision. It's his decision.
Nah, man. That's crazy. That's probably he's.
Oh, Wally, thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in. Let's go out to California, Mr. Info.
Jitto.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my
Tell them the
brother.
truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers? What's up, Ron? What's up, Rob? What up, Mike? What up, Ness?
How you doing, Joe?
All the hardcores.
What up, Info?
Hey, yo. Hey, man, I do think it'd be a bad idea if Thurman came back and fought Porter without a tune-up fight, man. He needed to take the Tyson Fury route. At least take one tune-up before he goes in there and fights Porter. But if he does, he got balls. He's throwing balls to the wall. And he's the only one to fight two back-to-back top 5 fighters. Crazy enough, Thurman get a lot of hate, but he's been gone for 2 years. 2 years and still got the best fucking resume at 147. And so
y'all say that, but during the time that he was here, Earl Spence was chopping at the bit for all of them, and all of them did not want to fight Earl Spence.
Mikey's not dead. The time he was here.
The time he was here,
He talking about chomping at the bit like he wasn't fucking busy unifying and taking undefeated fucking records, man. Stop playing games, man.
Before he unified, he said he wanted to
man out here fucking fighting midgets left and right, B.
Who?
You sound like a fucking owl.
Okay, I be an owl then, nigga. Who you talking about?
Bruh, I don't know. Watch some fucking boxing if you don't know.
Okay, well, I need to watch some boxing then.
Look what we did, Joe.
As far as the pay-per-view, I don't think Mikey Spence should be a pay-per-view or Porter Thurman. But if it had to be a pay-per-view, it should be Porter Thurman because it's still a 50-50 fight.
Get that.
But
come on,
Mikey, man, everybody know and they mama know that it's a wash for Mikey. And I like Mikey, man. Mikey gonna put up a good fight, but it ain't no 50-50. It ain't a 60-40. I don't know what to call that fight. It's a foregone goal.
You know what that's called? That's a
that
gimme.
He's gonna lose that fight.
That's a gimme.
It's a gimme. It's a gimme. And yo, I had another fucking point. I can't remember it. Yo,
Dillian Whyte, AJ.
Oh man, that's fucked up. What's happening? And I got something for you, Mike. Check out some real hip hop. Styles P and Dave East, Beloved.
Yeah,
that's my call.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of
work to do, because he's still listening to Chameleon
from Texas.
Do you know who Dave East is, Mike?
No, Ron. I don't know who Dave East is.
I'm just testing, man.
Oh my God, he's a rapper that signed to Nas. Come on, man. I'm better than that.
I'm just asking.
Right.
Man.
Don't ever come check my motherfucking hip hop resume.
Hip hop resume like that.
I got that, man. Hey, I'm ready for it, baby.
I don't know what's on there.
Let me tell y'all something, B.
That's what's helping.
My man Mike fucks with Charlemagne, so he gonna get put on a couple rappers here and there.
Okay, that's
real
true.
quick, man. Shout out to that boy T.I. and his new CD Down Trap. That shit is hard.
Rash.
I got Ness on the song, bro. Please.
That shit true.
You out of here, bro. You the Buffalo boy. That Meek Mill and that damn T.I. Well, that shit hard.
One song on like a 50
you only heard one.
I'm going to Julio in LA. What up, Julio?
Hey, what's going on, TBV? Damn, you guys are on fire today. I don't know what fucking songs you guys put on those topics, but I'm liking this show. No agreeing, everybody disagreeing, no one on the same page. I like it.
What the fuck do you know?
Porter and what's it called? Keith Thurman. And amazing. I wouldn't mind seeing it on pay-per-view because it would
come on, no, Julio. Julio, save your money, Julio. Tell me you want to see it on pay-per-view.
Hey, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind seeing it. to see it's the build up to the biggest fight that would be Thurman versus Spence. You know what I'm saying? Spence beats Mikey. Thurman beats Porter. Why not? Make it a showdown. Get them ready. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, the show's awesome today. Hey, nice job, guys. And I'm out.
Julio, thanks for calling in. Yo, they killing Mike in the chat. They said, I respect Mike's love for the South.
Get out the South, baby. We in here, man. We in here all day. We've been running the rap game since 2000. But next call.
And shout out to Julio, because I respect him, yo. It's not that he wants to pay money. He just understands what is pay-per-view worthy.
It just sounds good to you. Please, get the fuck out of here.
You a hater. Dominic in Seattle. Holla.
Haters gonna hate.
Yo, what's good? What's good? I have to come at Rob for a second. Sorry, y'all.
You always
Rob,
coming at Rob. He got a personal vendetta. Anytime Rob's on the show, I gotta come at Rob. He's like, yo, Rob is not there. Nah, he left. Oh, all right.
Is this the same guy that wanted an extra large sheep t-shirt?
Yo, if he dip this shit. Yo, if he dip before I get on the phone and shit. So I know you're going for Tyson Fury because he's a UK mate. Your mate, your boy.
Am I?
But you know, yeah, I know you are.
All
Are
right.
you betting for Tyson Fury to defeat Deontay Wilder?
Maybe I've already put some money down. Who knows?
Let's put some money.
Remember we did a betting show and Rob sent the question to the bookie about putting 100 on each round.
If you're a confident Wilder fan,
I'm trying to go for the win. I don't want to go for that soft shit. I don't want to go
for the gusto.
Whoever wins, I know soft shit.
If I lose a honey bun, then I lose a honey bun.
Mike,
What's up, man?
come up to Mike. Yo, stop talking about Terence Crawford.
I didn't bring him up that one time. I didn't bring up Terence Crawford on this show not one time.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
He ain't ready for Spence. He ain't ready for nobody. Mikey will be.
He ain't ready for Spence. He ain't ready for nobody.
Let's be real. He couldn't even beat up a Mexican who got shot in the leg. So
didn't he stop him though? Damn, didn't he knock him out?
man, it's
Took
just
him
forever.
12.
It's just all day.
All right. Did he stop horn though too? Didn't he stop Jeff Horn? Damn, he stopped me left and right. Did he stop in Dongo? Didn't Dongo get knocked the fuck out too?
Floyd Mayweather versus Maidana.
Say what?
Horrible. Trash. Let me come at Ness. Yo, man, I told you, Mikey versus Spence like 2 months ago, and you laughed at me. Let's be real. I always tell you about this funny shit, but it always comes to
Ain't nothing happened yet, fam. Ain't nothing happened yet, fam. Nothing at all.
Broner versus Pacquiao is funny as fuck, but it's happened.
That's not even
So,
official
it's the funny
yet.
shit that makes
Nigga, that shit official. Nigga, Pacquiao training and shit, homie.
They could be training all they want. Did
Yeah,
you?
come on,
Did you
man.
get a press release? Is there a press
They come to you.
Is there a press conference?
If
Is
you
there
ain't
a
got
press
it.
conference? Are they going to announce it or are they going to do a?
shit.
Man, you know how Showtime do they shit.
You sound like Eddie Hearn. The money's in the bank. The check is real. We sent over the contract. Yo, that's my call.
Shout out to Dominic, man.
Nah, the only one talking about contracts and signatures was fucking Troy lying ass.
I was safe, man. He went after all three of you guys right there. I was good.
Because you missed the fence.
Not about you, that's all.
Yeah.
Ohio run stop.
What's good, y'all?
What up? What up?
ORB, what's up?
Man, how you, man? You, Ness, man, you really big on Thurman coming back saying he got balls for taking on Shawn, which he does, but I feel like he's doing the same exact thing Mikey is doing. He got balls. He's going to show. He's going to come out after 2 years and fight Shawn. I believe Shawn wins, but I think Thurman, if he loses, try to fight a trilogy with Shawn Porter. And who knows, that trilogy might just force Crawford and Spence to fight in that same year. Who knows? But I feel like that is a smart move for Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman coming in and fight Shawn is a smart move because he ain't afraid to let his O go. Prove it. I think that's perfect.
He been said he ain't afraid of that O. He been said he ain't afraid of losing that O.
If Shawn beat him, if Shawn beat him, he still is in a good position because if he gets the rematch and beat Shawn, the Spence fight is still there. That's a big fight still. So he's in a good position. A lot of people ain't really looking at it like that, but
they ain't as smart as you and I.
Mikey Garcia do that. I'm just saying, if he see Mikey doing that, why can't he do it? Because he's still in a win-win situation. I got Shawn definitely winning that fight, but in the third, if they fight a third time, I can. Whew. But that's what I see.
Ohio,
man. That's all I wanted to say. I think
it doesn't matter what you think.
Whatever.
Shit. Yo.
You gotta know where you from though, bro. But real quick.
Better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
We got a super chat from Anthony Edwards. Dominic, yeah, but it took forever. I don't know what he was referring to. And if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show.
All right, Ohio. Well, thanks for the background noise.
I thought he was gone. My bad.
Yeah, no, he said bye, but unofficially, I guess.
I feel you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Whoa. What's good, Ness? You heard me? Everybody on the panel.
Yo.
Man, look. Check this out. What we doing, bro? We making our picks. What's going on today, bro? Making our picks. The fight official or what?
Now you got Joshua giving Wilder a ultimatum, telling him to step up. You got Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman, rumor mill, and you got some more WBSS action this weekend. And also Whyte and Chisora was announced today.
Yeah, we already knew that Whyte and Chisora. We already knew that bullshit was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to see him and Ortiz. We ain't gonna get that cool. We passed that. You know what I'm saying? Now Joshua giving Deontay Wilder an ultimatum before his motherfucking fight. That don't make no kind of sense. What if they do 1.5 million views, which I don't think they're gonna do, but I mean they can crack 1,800,000. You know what I'm saying? The money go up after that.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna agree to a percentage you're gonna give me before I have the biggest fight of my life? That don't make no sense, man. We don't do business like that. He wouldn't tell Joshua to do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And for as Keith Thurman, man, Keith Thurman retired, man. You did. Keith Thurman not coming back to boxing, man. I don't know where all that rumor mill come from. If Keith Thurman wanted to fight, he'd have been fought, man. He talking about his elbow, his shoulder, his hand. He done been in accidents, jumped out, got married, had another accident, got hurt in sparring, outside fighting a cat on the basketball. Come here, Thurman don't want to fight, man. I don't want to hit that button, fucking Thurman, man.
Let him know, Eno.
I want.
This is coming from Shawn Porter saying they're talking.
The WBA needs to strip this dude, man. This dude been out of boxing for 2 years, man. The WBA needs to strip Thurman, and whenever he come back, maybe he can do like a little interim fight and try to get the regular belt, then try to fight for the main title, man. That dude ain't no Floyd Mayweather, man. I don't know why they giving him all that respect like that.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking why. Because he the next thing closest to Floyd. He the next thing closest to Floyd. And since he is good as Floyd, he coming back to a unification.
Can my man get his call off, man? Goddamn, are we doing calls tonight or what?
When he coming back. All right, tell me when. That's when he come back. That's when Thurman come back and fight.
Details coming soon.
So we've been hearing what? We've been hearing November. Come on, man. Dude not coming back to no boxing. This dude been having a belt for 2 years sitting on the bench, man. Either you gonna ball or you gonna get a ball up, man. What you doing? That's my call, man.
Shoot that motherfucker or you gonna pass that bitch?
No. No.
I honestly opinions are like also everyone's got one and they all stink. You know, they stink very, very bad. You know what I mean?
Joshua in the New Orleans.
Hold on, real quick. We got a super chat from Unbiased or Biased Boxing. Prince Nassim, the GOAT.
Yo, one of y'all need to turn your fucking text messages off. How about that? So we don't got to keep hearing a little ping on the show all day. Fucking Mike. It's always Mike. Joshua, what up, baby?
Yeah, what up, guys and boys? Quick thing. I want to give my shout out to Rob, Troy, and Mike. Can you play that little Eddie Hearn sheet thing for me?
Oh, most certainly, my friend. Most certainly.
The fuck's going on here?
The sheep is you.
Yeah, shout out to the protection crew. Keith Thurman
is you.
Like just said, the dude is retired. I really don't want to talk about Keith Thurman until you get back in the ring and start fighting some of the people he's been supposed to fight. I do understand he got injuries. I know how injuries can slow you down in boxing, but he's not consistent. So I think y'all was talking about a pay-per-view with him earlier. That don't make sense. The dude been out of the sport for damn near 2 years. I wouldn't buy no pay-per-view for him. I don't even know if he will be the same person when he come back. On to Dillian, Duck Ortiz White. Dillian White, like I said, and I called in earlier, I already know what his MO is. He with the protection crew, Eddie Hearn. If he ain't never had a promoter like Eddie Hearn or Dillian White when he's being status, we won't be talking about him. As when AJ knocked him out, he'd have been gone. He'd have been done. And he would have been begging to get in the ring to fight an Ortiz or relevant name in the sport. Like I said earlier, Joshua and Dillian White, Ortiz would beat them both back to back right now if he did fight him. I had another point I want to touch on. I don't really care about none of the fights going on right now. Boxing is starting to get a little too business savvy, and I think the guys in the suits are running the sport more than anything. That's why you got a lot of guys ducking and going about it the way they're going about it. They're not fighting any big fights. Oh, I wanted to address the Joshua giving Deontay Wilder the ultimatum. We know no matter what Deontay Wilder does next fight, most likely should win or what have you. The only thing that can happen bad if he doesn't win. Joshua don't plan on fighting Deontay Wilder. I can actually see Anthony Joshua retiring and saying Deontay Wilder just never want to step up. I'm getting tired of excuses coming from his side. Anybody that buys into what Eddie Hearn and Joshua pumps out, something is wrong with their brain. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I never seen I never seen a dude of his stature show so much fear of another man. It's just retarded. Everybody said nobody boxers ain't afraid. Bullshit. Anthony Joshua is afraid of Deontay Wilder. So you UK fans, you AJ fans can keep buying into it, but the man.
Whoa, punching after the bell.
Oh, shame.
Thanks for calling in. FYI, the sheep is you soundbite is all Rob. Don't think that I'm playing that shit. He's obviously hating on us, calling you guys sheep.
The sheep is you.
806-292. I don't have your number because we lost it.
It's all good, man. This is Joseph from Texas.
Oh my God. How do we keep doing this, Joseph?
What's going on, Joseph?
You're good, brother. You good? Hey, man. First things first, man. I gotta say, it seems like Keith Thurman ain't never gonna make nobody happy. They complain because he wants to fight a tune-up. Now they're not happy because he wants to come straight in and fight Porter. Like, which is it? I mean, first people said they don't want to see a tune-up. Now they're complaining that he's going to come right back to unification. So
I don't think nobody's complaining. I think people are complaining about him being out for 2 years. That's the main point that everybody's making.
Why are you talking about 2 years when he talking about coming straight back to the top welterweight?
2 years.
I mean, as far as a fan's perspective, first they were upset. You know, like you said, had he fought Josecito Lopez, they'd be mad. but now they're mad because he's coming straight back for his WBC belt. So you can't please everybody. There's always going to be complaints. But to back up Mike's point from earlier, Keith Thurman versus Porter 2 is not really a pay-per-view because they don't have the same kind of backing like Mikey Garcia does or like a Marquez did, like they mentioned. Mexicans, we buy anything that has a Mexican. We're going to kill a pig and all that shit when him and Spence fight if it happens. So that's what I think there. But look, man, Mike, your boy Terence Crawford's going to get left out there in the cold, man. If with Keith coming back, if he fights Shawn, they're going to be over there making the big fights happen. And who's there for Terence Crawford to fight, man? They're going to put him in a hole, and he's going to have to come over to this side because I just don't see.
Oh, you ain't heard? You ain't heard Bob Aaron trying to make the.
He just gonna wait. He just gonna.
Bob is actively trying to make the fight, but they saying they ain't trying to deal with Bob right now. Ness has a great interview.
Man, I don't nobody believe Bob Aaron. Bob Aaron was worse than
No. But Ness has a good interview out with Tim Smith that explains what they want to do. So go check it out.
But what I'm saying is this, man, and I don't think Bob Aaron really wants to. I don't think Bob Aaron wants to risk losing that WBL title because.
We ain't worried about losing, homie.
Middleweight belt.
We ain't worried about losing.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, Danny Garcia is a feasible win, but Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter, Errol Spence, those aren't guaranteed wins for Terence Crawford, man. And if you lose that,
vice versa though. Vice versa, they ain't guaranteed wins for those guys. They're like 55-45 fights in Terence Crawford's favor. So
there's more to lose for Top Rank. They only have one of the titles, you know. Al Heyman, they could lose one belt, maybe.
Don't matter about who many titles they got, brother. I want to see the fights, homie. Fuck all who got the titles, but put the champions in the ring with the champions, and let's see who the best is. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. I ain't gonna lose no sleep.
That ain't what you want.
I may be up a little bit later, but I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it.
You gonna
hey
cry.
man, Saddam Ali needs another shot at Terence Crawford so he can beat him just like he did at the Olympic trials, man.
Okay, yeah, you go grab Saddam Ali and watch what happens.
Hey yo, don't even say Saddam Ali because they'll fuck around and be the next fight, and ain't nobody want that shit.
Oh, he want it.
Of course he want to see.
No, the caller want it, bro. Not Terence Crawford.
You want it.
Who, bro? Look here. If they say Saddam Ali wouldn't fight, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to watch. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just saying he's got to win over Terence Crawford in the Olympic trials.
Bro, that was then, nigga. This is now, homie.
Bro, you bugging right now.
I see you, Mike. I see you.
Oh,
but y'all have a good day, man.
Joseph, thanks for calling in, brother. He was wilding right there talking about Saddam Ali. But they gonna fuck around. That's who they gonna have to scrape up names like that for Crawford in the meantime.
Amir Khan. I mean, everybody's out there, bro. I
don't know about no man Khan. That shit won't be happening. That shit won't be happening. Stop forgetting that Amir still is advised by Al.
Okay, and they're probably gonna try to make that Kell Brook fight. So
Amir don't want that fight.
He damn sure he ain't about to lose to Crawford.
That's a better loss than Kell Brook.
No, it ain't. If you want to talk money for Khan, he gonna be thinking about UK.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but they can always have Crawford travel over to the UK. Rob, would that be a big fight?
Who was that? I was
Crawford and Khan over in the UK.
Every fight's a big fight in the UK.
Damn right. There we go.
That is true.
Where is that?
Especially when the pound for pound champ come over there. Oh,
that is true. That is true. Brandon, North Carolina.
What's up, fellas? Back again. Hey, I'm glad my boy Rob here because he, us sheep must stick together. But hey, the Thurman fight,
the sheep
I already
is
see what's
you.
gonna happen. If Thurman beat Porter, he's coming to the zone. He'll fight Jesse Vargas or the winner of Khan and your boy if they fight next year. He'll have a couple of fights to finish his career out. He'll never have to see the boogeyman, Errol Spence. And Porter probably come on too. And Ness, man, tell your fans, tell your Wilder boys to stop saying that freaking Ortiz will beat Joshua. Where are they getting that from? Rob, what are they talking about? Are they crazy?
Man, based off the last performance, you put Ortiz in there and Povetkin's a position.
Povetkin knocked Ortiz out in the amateurs. He knocked him out. So look at him.
Amateurs, bro.
So
bring around fights.
Ortiz is great performance. How many times?
Yo, if Povetkin was using PDs at fucking 39, he probably was scorching in the Olympics.
Bro, go watch that film, Icarus on Netflix, and they will lay out the whole Russian doping shit.
Man, get your ass out of here with that.
Out of here with that dope.
How many times was Ortiz on the floor?
Exactly.
Yeah, he was great in his last fight.
What are you talking about?
A guy.
How great was he in his last fight?
Man, he was down versus Wilder. Tell AJ get in there.
Bro, anybody who get hit by Wilder can fucking do a funny dance. What the fuck you talking about?
AJ going down by fucking 9-0 heavyweight in sparring, man. You guys are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Des, you see AJ's neck. He been working on that neck. His neck has gotten much bigger.
Nigga, he needs to slim that neck.
I'm glad his neck got bigger. We're gonna put that shit in the box next to his body when we done with it.
Man, knock that fuck off his shoulder.
Hey,
and where the shit
neck has got much bigger. Everybody know if your neck gets bigger and stronger, you'll be able to take a bigger punch.
No, hold on. AJ looked a lot slimmer in his last fight. True or false?
Tell AJ stop putting out bullshit narratives in the media about Wilder having to do this and do that. Act like a man and make the fight then. Show his neck as big as you think it is.
Your boy's got the contract. Your boy's got the offer.
He's going to fight Fury twice. He's going to fight Fury twice.
Wilder ain't fighting Fury twice. Wilder ain't fighting Fury twice. Just like Toyota Corolla. Just like Toyota Corolla, he ain't going to want no rematch.
You really think Wilder's going to knock out Fury? Tell the truth.
Bruh, 40 niggas got in the ring. 39 of the niggas got knocked out. And one nigga tackled a nigga not to knock him out.
But now all of a sudden, all that rhetoric before, he's talked himself into a fucking knockout. Fury's talked, he's fucking woken the Tasmanian devil. Now it's, there's a good argument for Tyson Fury could make this a really good fight.
Bro, there is a good argument for it, but I'm a fan right now. Okay? Bro. But in actual reality, Tyson Fury can outbox Wilder. Yes, he can. It's possible. We've seen him do it against Klitschko. What are you talking about? It's feasible.
Not only that, Mike, but if we're talking about weapons, that's his weapon. He ain't gonna win by knockout. So what are we supposed to say? I mean, Rob is
no. You've been saying he's gonna Wilder's gonna knock him out. You've been all confident. Now all of a sudden, the betting show, Nez, you almost talked yourself into putting the money on Fury to win by decision.
Man, you're crazy, bro. I never said that.
Hey, Rob, what is that? What did Ness do earlier again?
Huh?
He did a what earlier? A betting show?
Yeah.
Show being the key word. There we go.
Oh my God, Mike! What? So Nez just made shit up?
No, he's not making shit up. But you got to be enthusiastic about what you're doing at that time.
Nah, but all I did was make the argument for Fury because that's the only way that he could win. I don't even get where Rob is going with this, but it doesn't matter.
If you're a massively confident Wilder fan, I don't see why you're not putting something on every round. If he's going to win by knockout, you've been saying that he's going to knock him out.
I mean, last I checked, Nestor said he's going to bet a massive amount on knockout and then a small amount on decision, both on Wilder. So what are you talking about? Your narrative is so weird right now.
No, go and listen back. You basically ended up arguing with Brew that Brew was like, yeah, but nah. And you were like, no.
What was my bet, Rob?
I don't know. Have you put it on yet?
I said, Bruce, I want to lay 300 on Wilder at plus 125 to net 375, equaling 675, my 3 back. And to cover that bet, I'm going to bet 100 at plus 400 by decision, because I said Bermain did go to decision and Fury is a better man than Bermain, so he could at least go decision.
But all through that, you didn't Wilder bust his hand and tear his bicep? Wasn't that fight?
Was in the Gerald Washington fight, wasn't it?
I don't know. I thought it was
Ariola fight.
Ariola, yeah.
I thought he also hurt his hand in the Sullivan fight, and that was always
third round.
Why he didn't manage to knock him out.
Yeah, to me, he went to decision, so I figure if Bermain could do it, Tyson definitely could do it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I see. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But I thought that was the reason.
I watched a lot of Fury highlights and shit from his younger days. He's accurate. You know what I mean? I think he's accurate. But he ain't winning by knockout. Like I said, I want Wilder to walk him down, but whatever. Here nor there.
I agree. That should be the way forward, I think.
Yeah. But Josh Taylor, I'm hoping to become a fan. I didn't watch the Sinchenko fight, so was that Sinchenko fight at? What network was that? Who cares? But
very quickly on the Josh Taylor, one of our kind super supporters messaged and sent a clip of Josh Taylor not even having to make his pick for Martin, because they were the final two left in the draw, so they had to fight each other. So
yep,
by force.
So someone went the extra mile to prove me wrong.
I'm just saying, just to be factually correct for the listeners out there. You know, sometimes we get
that's amazing that you know.
It all comes back to him.
I love that they did it that quick. They almost didn't make the show. Like they would have been stuck with that info.
To be fair, I've just seen it an hour ago. But the actual message attached with the video was Taylor had no choice, Nez. For fuck's sake, do your research.
I bet you he's a UK dude, for fuck's sake. Only UK weirdos say that shit.
Yeah, I'm in England.
Hey, Nez, for fuck's sake. Hey, Nez, for fuck's sake.
No, but it's just, he obviously felt away because you were painting Josh Taylor to be some kind of pussy for picking the worst fighter in the tournament.
Well, tell Josh Taylor talk to me when it's him in Prograis. Actually, he got his hands full with Berchelt.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
No, not maybe. Not maybe. You know he's gonna win this fight.
Yeah.
Let's see how good he is with Ivan Berchelt.
All right, let's see.
No, because you were so happy. He was like, oh yeah, he's gonna kick that American's ass. Let's see what happens when he's in there across from Pedro Diaz.
I got no problem.
Are you gonna be as cheery?
I got no problem.
Are you gonna be as Connie?
I know where my money will be on the Taylor versus Berchelt, as you keep saying.
I got Ryan Martin. Fuck it.
Oh, there we go.
I got Ryan Martin. Let's go. There we go. I'm ready.
Get your lottery picking ass out of here. You ain't.
No, I got Ryan Martin, homie. He training up in Big Bear with Abel in the Triple G camp.
Oh,
what the fuck was that,
bruh? Let me give you a hint.
Shout out Abel Sanchez.
Everybody's training with Abel. Yo, and oh my god, it's gonna sound so disrespectful.
That dude is on fire.
Got a pack of like comeback kids over there. He got the Bad News Bears out there, but whatever, man. I'm your host, Mr. Gibbs. Find me on Instagram. That's GTO.
Mike keeping up the tradition with his shit picks.
These ain't pussies like everybody else.
Because he's training at Abel's gym, and that's obviously on fire right now. Triple G.
Blazing. You ain't see Triple G his last fight? He was boxing magnificently.
Mike's making magnificent picks off magnificent fucking gyms at the moment. But
Mike just go off emotions. Like he just purely be like, I love his story. I'm picking him.
Yeah, the story's great.
The story, baby. It's like, hey, I'm a sucker for a movie, bro. What can I say?
He ain't got a story. I'm gonna pick him anyways.
Damn right.
Yeah, no, good.
He from America. I would never disrespect my country and pick another fucking person over here fighting. I'm picking fucking Ryan Martin.
Oh, chill. Before someone goes back in time and pull up some clips and
don't do it. Don't do it. Here, don't do it.
The seat is you. The seat is you.
Follow me Instagram and Twitter at UKRobTBV. Yeah, for the UK, there's sheep apparently, but we know where the sheep are.
I guess I'll go now.
Yeah, you go now.
The sheep will be paying for Chisora versus Whyte.
Don't you
Yeah,
guys forget.
right, very, very quickly on that. Sorry, Mike, I know it's your outro, but very quickly on that.
The sheep is you.
No, the I don't know if people are aware, some maybe not, but there's 2 pay-per-views in the UK on this on the same day, Whyte Chisora and also Frampton and Warrington. And obviously you guys are going to have it on DAZN and ESPN Plus. But Eddie Hearn is for a subscription. But Eddie Hearn has said they're gonna, if they can, try and work together so that the main events don't clash. So hopefully, as boxing fans, we there's not a clash. But yeah, fuck me, we've got like 4 pay-per-views in the UK in December. So, but I think all of them added together doesn't quite make one of yours. So it's all good.
Cool. Well, a big shout out to Tommy Williams. When I picked Ryan Martin, he said Mike with the kiss of death. That's pretty funny. But anyway,
Who the fuck is that guy?
Tommy Williams, the guy in the chat, bro. But anyway, man, I don't fucking know, bro. Anyway, WBSS. I'm glad that it's on the zone. Miguel Berchelt, I see him winning. I see him beating his guy pretty handily. And also Dillian Whyte-Dereck Chisora. You know, I mean, the first fight, you can say that the second fight deserves a rematch because it was kind of controversial, but at the end, I just think those fighters are on 2 different fields right now, and I will want to see Whyte against Ortiz. But Thurman, whenever you come back, buddy, and if you fight Shawn Porter, hats off to you. But until then, out of sight, out of mind. You can follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show. And you can head over to the boxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors and check out some of our links over there. We have everything from Blue Apron to Amazon to a whole host of others. So go ahead and check it out and do your shopping via us.
And then my final thoughts, Ryan Burnett and Nonito Donaire. Donaire, you were a great fighter on the come up, but I think this is going to probably be the end of your career. I'm excited to see Ryan Burnett, Josh Taylor, Ryan Martin. Like everyone said, this fight was not made by choice. So at that point, I'm excited to see what Josh Taylor does with the untested Ryan Martin. Miguel versus Miguel with the undercard of Miguel. I will tune into that. I definitely want to see some unification in the 130 division. Machado definitely said he has about 1 or 2 more fights before he moves to 135. So hopefully he can unify in there. The whole Shawn Porter, Keith Thurman thing, I mean, I'm a history geek. 2-year layoffs and big profile fights never really work well. And if they do get that fight, the following fights never really work out. So Keith Thurman right now is chasing some legacy in a sense, but this is a common opponent that he had, or not common opponent he fought before. But the welterweight division is great. I'm excited to see Keith Thurman come in and want to fight someone big. Remember, if he had a tune-up fight 6 months ago and he wanted to fight Shawn Porter, it would have been probably the same time frame. So I'm not that mad. Dillian Whyte Chisora will be a fun fight. Let's just enjoy it for what it is, and hopefully at this point we can get the heavyweight division to move on. Outside of that, you can find my Fight IQ Media on Twitter and Instagram.
You're going to fight those 2 guys and step in and fight Deontay Wilder. That's my all terrible is. He can bang.
The sheep